Oh, that isn't.
Hello,
okay.
everyone. I am here with the Lobotomy crew. We have Cookie, we have Jew, and we have Mid Hated It. How's it going, everyone?
Hello there.
This is the
Society.
very, very rare SavageCast. T, I love you. Wow. Okay. T, hi. What the fuck?
Take him out.
Hello, Fawn. Hello, Fawn.
Guys, we should start mentioning Clown Piece ass.
Yeah, because Corbin is
We
gay
gotta
for
keep Corbin
Clown Piece.
engagement up.
Gay for Clown Piece?
left
Clown
your
Piece
stream
is a
open.
woman.
Yeah, but he's still gay. He's still a faggot.
Have my babies to the Fawn. Yo, chill, man. Chill.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Thank you, Joman. I appreciate it. I'm just gonna call you Joman now.
24
Just
months.
Mid hated
Fuck
it.
you.
Yeah. Fuck you. Your stream sucks. Mid hated it. But yeah, so I am here with let me introduce you to everyone. Everyone, let's give Don the floor first. Don, who are you?
I am the man, the myth, the legend, the Jew, Don Eternal, and I'm become eternal through the power of Flanders and soy. And here are my two wonderful cooks. They are the best cooks in the world. We have the best cooks. They prepare every dish perfectly. They can even make cat and dog taste wonderfully that even the Haitians approve.
All right. So
See,
we have
Haitians or
Don.
Asians?
Now Joman. You're welcome to introduce yourself after you eat a cookie.
It's
Hey.
Joman
Is
Well,
Tealord
hey,
double
look,
stuff Oreo?
I'm passing the mantle to him. He's now the cookie.
Is
man.
Tealord double stuff Oreo?
I don't even like Oreos, man. Fuck off. Anyways, we're taking away from Joman's intro here.
Speak English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
He just ate another fucking Oreo. God damn.
Yeah.
All right, kill this man. Kill this man.
Don, can
Not
we
much
can we
to
quickly
say.
show
I'm
Don's
mean.
shirt?
Oh, here.
Israel versus Iran, and it has like the goblin and the suicide bomber from the Supercell game that I forget the name of.
Clash
Clash
Royale.
of
Clash of Clans. Clash of Clans.
Clash Royale,
No,
the
it's
only
Clash
game
Royale.
that's officially
It's Clash Royale. Get it right.
Same difference.
Clash Royale, the only game where people hate it more than Benjamin Netanyahu.
All right.
I thought they hated Clash of Clans and Clash.
So, Joman, care to introduce yourself?
Hi, I am Mid-Hated It himself. I gamble, I eat cookies, and I eat ass. Next.
All right, then we have Cookie.
Yeah, hello. I'm a man in Lego City.
Have you fallen into the river yet?
What a beautiful view.
Hey.
Fuck off. All right. We don't do that one.
We don't do that one here. We don't do that one here.
We don't do that here.
All right. So shall we get into some topics here?
Yes.
Let's start with Shoe on Head now.
Yeah, let's start with Show Head. I mean, we could talk about the Epstein files like every other person on this fucking planet right now, but I feel like it's kind of a dead horse at this point.
I know it's
I'm
ironic
getting the
coming from a
list.
Jew, but I am so tired of the fucking Epstein memes and the Charlie Kirk memes. It's like, I want new material. Get better material, guys.
I just ignore the Charlie Kirk memes because I feel like they're all just being made in poor taste anyway. So it's like,
Yeah.
you're not going to get a laugh from me out of them.
At least when it's George Floyd, it's funny because he's a criminal and he can't breathe.
Well, and he also
And I don't care that's double standards. I don't care.
didn't he also
I don't know.
like
The thing is, that one
counterfeit
also isn't very
dollars?
funny
Didn't he
to me.
counterfeit a $20 bill when he got arrested?
I don't know, maybe.
Well, don't forget the fact that he held a pregnant woman at gunpoint. Never let him live that one down.
But
Yeah.
anyways,
down, 'cause
as
he's
much
fucking
as
dead
I
anyway.
love talking about wanting to like Somalians and living centers and all that shit, and why don't we actually like get on topic here rather than waste 30 hours going on autism crime?
We're lobotomites.
I
We
let
don't
you
get
take
on topic.
Yeah, what's
There
on topic?
is no
Yes.
topic.
There's just only lobotomy.
There is no topic. Take off your clothes.
Oh, for fuck's. All right.
Should we start with
was there a
Switch 2
talking
ownership?
point you wanted to do, Don?
Jacek, please take the floor. The lobotomites are getting out of control.
All right,
They're starting to burn the
lobotomites, please
orphanages.
behave. We're going to talk about Switch 2 ownership right now, and basically Nintendo as a whole getting into this fiscal year, or leaving this fiscal year, because the fiscal year ends in March. But apparently their numbers, they oversold the Switch 2 by quite a bit. What was it, like 15 million? 15 million Switch 2 sold? Like, this broke records,
Oh,
and
wow.
the Switch 1 apparently is on track to beat the PS2, which is the most sold console ever, which is quite a number to hit, quite frankly. But the way I see it, like, guys, do you think it's worth getting a Switch 2? I clearly don't think so.
Well, I think
I'll
that
be
people
real with
mainly
you.
are.
It's like my parents. I don't even have a Switch. My parents have a Switch, and they have like no interest in getting the Switch 2 just because it's like anything they would want out of it. Like the Switch 1 already offers. It's like we don't want to play. What's going on?
You don't want to play...
Hello?
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the stream. I thought you were talking. Sorry. Anyway, they don't want to play Mario Kart World. They have no draw to any of the other games. The only things we want to play are like Mario Kart and Mario Party, and we haven't even got any of the new Mario Parties. So it's like realistic. There's like no game. It's literally the PS5 problem. There are no Switch 2 games that you
Exactly.
can't just. And what do you want to play? Metroid Prime 4? Fuck no.
No, I played that. I live streamed that literally like hours before it released, and I'm like, guys, this is insufferable. I had to turn off the captions and the audio because if I didn't, I would go AWOL. It was hand-holdy as fuck.
It's actually becoming a meme, like games made in 2026, and it's like Dark Souls 2, but it's like with annoying captions and tutorials and shit like that.
Yeah, or the
Like,
Luigi's
people-
Mansion one I
people-
saw, or the Mario Sunshine one. Yeah, I saw those videos.
People fucking hate it.
My favorite one was
It's
the
really-
Mario. They made like some Mario thing where it's like, what if we add like modern dialogue to a Mario game? And it was just like, well, Mario, you got to remember to collect those coins. Really important. Oh, my favorite one was like Link to the Past, where it was like, not Link to the Past, sorry, Ocarina of Time. Where like, you got to remember to collect that gold Skulltula. It's really important to have the gold Skulltula. Link, there's this gold Skulltula in this room. You got to collect it. Link, you got to remember. It's just like Navi was already annoying enough, but then you realize how much worse it is now, where like Navi somehow isn't the most annoying thing you could add to a game anymore.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And
What if we made every character Navi?
Well, here's the thing. Ocarina of Time definitely was like a shining example of everything wrong with like hand holding in that sense. But it also had the problem where the text would go at 2 miles an hour, and you had to wait for the text to go by, and then you had to press the A button. You couldn't just hold down the A to
so
speed up the
Castlevania
text.
2.
Yeah, you
Or
couldn't
like
hold down
Forget
A to speed
Owl,
up the
that
text or
trolls you
anything.
into
It was just,
pressing
hi,
accept.
I am going to talk in a long paragraph for the next 30 minutes, and you can't speed this up. Really aggravating whenever I play that game. That's why I don't play the original version anymore. I have the gold cartridge with the Muslim chanting on the Fire Temple. I have that version.
Yeah.
It's not the version you want to play. You want to play Ship of Harkinian, or you want to play the 3DS remake.
Or I'll be
The
real with you,
3DS
like,
remake?
Yeah, the 3DS remake is really good.
Never heard of it.
I
Then again,
remember
am-
when it came out. The only reason I remember it coming out is because I had Nintendo Power at the time, and the issue was Link riding Epona, I believe, if I remember correctly. It was Link riding Epona in Hyrule Field. I had the stupid basic N64 cartridge because the UK didn't get the gold cartridge. Yeah, and you're talking about Ocarina? Yeah, we are, because I think it's a pretty mid game compared to the rest of the Zelda franchise. By the way, that franchise just turned 40 yesterday.
Yeah.
Happy 40th.
Yeah, it's
At least they have
And-
that
but
new in the
instead,
3D game.
instead, let's celebrate Pokemon turning 30 by re-releasing 2 games that I can play on my phone right now. I can literally just boot up Delta right now, go over to GBA, right? It's GBA. Oh yeah, look,
Yeah.
guys, look, everyone. Look, it's Pokemon
Jason,
Fire
you're
Red
missing
on
the-
my phone for free.
Well, Jason-
I don't have to pay 20
Jason-
bucks for it.
Jason, you're missing the bigger picture here. We're not celebrating masculine white men anymore. We're celebrating gays and Tomodachi life.
Oh my god.
I'll be.
By
It's like
banning QR codes, because go fuck yourself. Creativity is not allowed.
I have been watching the internet like go crazy over the games being $20 because people are like it should be $5, which is like
It should be $5 at the very, very most.
And there's people who are like, well, actually, because people pirated it, $20 is okay now. And I'm the amount of stupid ass arguments I'm like, shut the fuck up, shut. And I think my favorite thing is people are finally starting to wake up more to like how stupid.
The more you talk about piracy, the more you're promoting it.
My supervisor said that he could get everyone working right now to have Fire Red on their phone at the end of the day for free. No, exactly. No, guys, hear me out. Should I make a YouTube tutorial of how to download Fire Red and Leaf Green for free and run it on your phone? Should I do that? Should I make that video?
Yes,
I'd probably watch it, but it'd probably
I vote for Tealord and Joman. They say yes.
I feel like that would be a great idea.
Yes.
I make a video on YouTube, go like, hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to play Fire Red and Leaf Green for free on your phone.
You have to use like the really shitty YouTube like intro music, like bum.
No, you have to use soundscape. You have to use
You have to make your mic quality worse too, and you have to have unregistered Bandicam.
You might have to put on an Indian accent. Put on an Indian accent.
Ah, fuck.
Hello, sir. Today we are going to pirate Nintendo game. Also, please show me your bubs and veggie.
Okay, thank you.
But no, for real, like, I'm tempted to make that a video. Nintendo will instantly take it down now, they won't. Why are you redeeming? Why are you redeeming? Do not redeem! I love making fun of that. I love making fun of that stereotype. It's such a fun meme. That's a meme a couple IRL friends and I will reference, and I love that.
Watch them, like, patch out Missing No, too.
The what, too?
Missing No. You know, Missing No, the glitch Pokemon that's not real.
The only good thing that remake has is that you can connect wirelessly to other Switches to trade Pokemon. But, like, you can do that on a computer, too? Like, what's the fucking point?
Can I rant about, like, actual Pokemon games? Trade Evolutions are the dumbest shit ever. I hate Trade Evolution Pokemons, and I never use them because I hate that mechanic.
No, it's stupid.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
the only reason they have that to you is that you buy the other copy of the game to make more money off of you, or assume that you have friends, which you probably don't because you're a 30-year-old shut-in who wastes all his disposable income on Pokemon. So you buy both copies of the game. And you trade with yourself. You buy a second Switch or a second DS or a second 3DS, and you trade them. And then that's how you get your Pokédex filled, by wasting your time buying two Switches, two copies of the same game that are just byte swapped to be a different version. And yeah.
Like a good little guy. A good little guy.
No, exactly. That's what they do. Is that Lexer from Forever Ago? No, that's Joman. You just called him Lexer? I have two colleagues that are Indians that make fun of it too.
Alright, I know where I'm on it. I'll see myself out. It's been great. It's been real. Fuck you, Dev.
You basically called him gay too, Def, by the way.
We work with a bunch of Indians, so we reference that meme at work on a daily basis. That's crazy, dude. That's amazing. But yeah, so
everybody like confused Joman with somebody else. It's like Jason's confused him with like Ivan in terms of the OC, and then I'm like confusing him with Lexer.
I get I'm generic white male selection 3, but I'm not 5 other people.
There's a gay pussy too.
Don't worry, guys. He's not a bread tuber. He doesn't have the bisexual lighting on.
Oh
I like how
God.
Joman's just trying to cope with like fucking food.
White male selection 3.
He can't turn himself into a villain if he does the fucking prowler lighting again.
All right, so
I think that's quote worthy, Jason. White males. I know I'm white male selection 3, but I'm not 5 different people.
I know I'm white male selection 3. I'm gonna quote just I'm white male. Add quote.
I know I'm white male.
I know
I'm white male selection
white
3.
Male selection 3.
I'm masking
Yeah,
it.
you know what I mean. I nutted up on a Sunday night.
Joman literally nutting right now. Yeah, he's eating nuts.
I got the lead quote. Let's go.
All right, so we have switched to ownership. Tealord voiced his opinion. Joman, I know you have one, And Don, I think you're pretty against it.
Against what?
The Switch
Oh,
2.
the Switch 2. Yeah, the problem with the Switch 2 is that it's just mainly on FOMO, and people already know that the Switch 1's good, so they're just going to like buy the Switch 2. I would say that,
Unironically, just buy a Switch 1. Like you're gonna have
or Switch
like,
OLED.
That's basically what I did. I bought a Switch 2 to scalp, and then I got a Switch 1 tablet and the MSRP price of the Switch 2 back as a result of reselling it. And so I have a second tablet. I actually gave the first one away, the one I got on day one, because I bricked it, or I didn't brick it entirely. I just bricked the bootloader, and it just needs to be reflashed. There's a friend of a friend who's like 10 years old and unironically is like super into electronics, and he's just gonna reflash it, and he gets a free Switch tablet out of that, so he's gonna enjoy that. And I still have a working Switch tablet that is hacked to play Mario Kart Meme Edition and all the other funny shit. So I still have a working Switch, but now that like 10-year-old now has a Switch that is hackable, and he really enjoys technology. So hey, that's another project for him, and he's young, he'll enjoy it. Base for giving a kid free Nintendo, yeah.
On the topic of the Switch 2, let's not ignore the elephant in the room here, is that the games suck.
Oh, the games do suck. Well, let's talk about the games.
I want to go on to some crime for a second. You have Mario Kart World, right? Let's update the game to make the experience actively worse while you pay $80 on online. Okay.
Oh, the online experience sucks.
Yeah, not to mention the online experience sucks because they're somehow using fucking Lost City Atlantis servers or something. I don't know.
No, they're using peer-to-peer, dude. They're using peer-to-peer. They're not using servers. They're using peer-to-peer.
Oh, I'd say no. And the other game, Metroid Prime 4, it's not even a real sequel. It just labeled Metroid Prime 4 and it sucks. Okay, what else? Pokemon Air Riders. It's good, but it's niche. DK Bonanza, okay game, but it's niche.
Kirby Air Riders.
You said Pokemon Air Riders, bro.
Yo,
I thought I said Kirby. Okay, Pokemon ZA.
Pokemon Air Riders.
Okay, Kirby Air Riders. Okay, but it's niche. Okay, Hyrule Warriors games, and prepare yourself, Dadwin, because I know you're a soy for these. They're all the same. Okay?
Yeah, they are.
And
no, I don't care for Hyrule Warriors games. It's hack and slashes. I could not give a shit about hack and slashes.
It's like the Call of Duty of hack and slash genres. It's just
you have to quote what I said, Jason, about the Pokemon Air Riders. But yeah, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, Pokemon ZA, abysmal garbage. Okay.
Oh, dude, I played it. I played it like a week before it released. It runs like shit on an actual Switch. It runs like shit. That alone makes it inexcusable. The second thing, it looks like shit. Third thing, some of the boss fights are just brainless. They're just brainless, like, oh, just hit the bullet sponge for another hour. It's so mindless and aggravating. I hate it.
Let's ignore all the hate, because Mega Starmie is funny and meme-worthy. Am I right, guy?
Oh, it's so lazy. Oh, let's elongate his two legs. No, what the fuck? Lazy shit.
But guys, it's funny, therefore it's defendable.
I'd say the best Hyrule Warriors is Definitive Edition. Age of Calamity was good, but I'd rather just play the first one. And then you have Age of Imprisonment, which I'm pretty sure only like 10 people were excited for, and those 10 people are Zelda soys. I unironically know a few of them in real life, but yeah.
The only good game is DK Bonanza, but the thing is, you might as well just be like Mario Odyssey, because that's the better game. I want to be quite frank.
It is. No, it is. It is.
Like, Bonanza is just trying too hard to be like, oh, this Disney cinematic majestic masterpiece. It's like, how about instead of trying, why don't you just be a good game like Mario Odyssey?
When a game's two selling points are a stretched Pokemon model meme and Pokemon character having a high polygon ass, then it's bad. Yeah.
The game is quite literally ass.
I mean, there's probably more polygons in that girl's ass than there is in the rest of the city.
I'm not even joking.
Yeah, and the textures would give me headaches. There's certain textures. I don't know if you guys saw my streams of me playing that game. I legit got a headache looking at one of the textures that was halfway in the water, because it was so garbled. It was like actually
Forget-
painful on my eyes.
Don't forget, you have to pay $10 more to have slightly better resolution, but it's still gonna run like shit.
Yep.
Oh, and don't forget the DLC that just like
Oh yeah, I heard the DLC was abysmal. It was just grayscale. That's
No
your
shocker.
DLC's grayscale.
No shocker.
We don't talk about it.
Bruh.
Joman, you're going to get murdered.
I
hope
fucking
you know
hate
that.
I fucking hate Pokemon fans. They're fucking retards.
Hey-
fucking stupid
hey,
suckerman
guys.
garbage.
Hey guys, did you know that Joman's actually suicidal? Yeah. He has like a shotgun or two, and like a giant
Shut up,
sword to
Don.
stab
Stop
the
being a
fool.
Listen,
Mossad
listen,
agent.
Don.
Stop being a Mossad
Don,
agent.
all I'm saying is cigarettes, beer, and Nirvana. We're gonna Cobain it.
Oh
Are
my
we playing Buckshot
god.
Roulette, or are we talking about?
Oh my god. You guys are awful. We need to euthanize Joman behind the barn. That's crazy
No,
coming from
no.
Alex.
No, you want to know what we need? We need to bring the heat, the human extermination and alien termination services.
I'm literally
my
drinking
God.
beer, but you knew that? I have soju right here, but I'm not gonna drink it.
I have water because I fucking love water. We agree, slop.
I do have water right here, though. It's actually low. I need to refill it.
Oh, and on topic of gaming failing as per usual, it's the rare time a Steam has taken an L here, but I can't even blame them. It's the whole Steam machine and Steam Deck Q2 things, like not really probably.
Well, Steam Deck
probably
2 is not going to
overpriced.
happen. It's the Steam frame you're thinking of. The Steam frame and the Steam machine are great ideas. This is just like the worst time to release technology because AI and all these tech companies are overpricing their stuff to try to prevent people from buying them out, or to prevent people from, you know, buying the technology. And I would argue, I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on and say that's a New World Order kind of thing where they're trying to prevent us from owning our technology.
I was about to say, they're probably like, purposely buying AI just so we can't have it.
Yeah, just so we can't have our electronics. That's what I think personally.
As I was thinking
You're
it,
welcome
you were
to disagree
saying it.
or agree with me on that, but that's what I think personally. Why the hell does IRL Joman look like a 10-year-old playing the DS he got for Christmas?
Because that's what I'm doing.
That's crazy.
Well, he's not 10. He's just 4 mentally.
All right, well, so
Moving on.
moving on. The
Well,
Steam machine
I
is a
think
great
now-
idea. I've heard that it has specs similar to like a 3060, and I believe it's an 8-core processor, so it's like a 5700X and a 3060, which is a very solid machine. That actually rivals my laptop in power. The problem with it, though, is that you're making an electronic in 2026 when RAM prices are through the roof and flash prices are through the roof, and AI this, AI that. The AI bubble just needs to fucking die. The AI bubble is
Don't you-
screwing over everyone
Listen,
right now.
Listen,
The
at the end
OpenAI
of the
is
day,
dying.
companies are never going to learn. I
No,
don't
they
know,
never will.
Did you guys
Even
hear
if the AA will part, listen. At the end of the day, even if you like did a mass assassination of all the retards in companies and the Indians and the DEIs and all that shit, companies are not going to learn. Yeah, they won't learn.
No, they won't.
Whatever is the
Well,
cheapest
here's the
way,
problem with that,
shittier
Don.
quality,
Mind
and,
if I
and
chime
whatever
in here, bud?
gets children endangered with child pedophiles, like Dave Broskowski, whatever his name is, on Roblox.
Don, might I chime in? These companies are publicly owned. The shareholders are who they cater to. They don't care about child safety. They don't care about the safety of the company. They care about short-term profits. They don't care about long-term. They don't care about long-term goals. They don't care about sustainability. They don't care about any of that. They care about, can I make 10% interest in a month off of this company? Yes? Sweet. I'll buy more of this company. No? I'm selling this company. That's all it is. That's all it is.
And let's not forget
Guys,
about
one
the
of the
children.
things that have probably
Remember,
just killed
it's all
OpenAI,
about
by
the
the way.
children's safety. It's always about the children's safety, unless it comes to grooming.
Basically.
Guys,
The
you
irony
wanna-
of public owned, by the
OpenAI
way.
might
Yeah, no,
have
that's
just
the
killed
problem.
itself,
That's
by
why
the
I
way.
think privately owned companies are the way forward, because publicly owned ones end up just getting bought up by Vanguard or BlackRock or these large investment firms, and often these Zionist pedophile held companies, like, you know, the guy who helped fund Epstein's thing. These people do not care about the general populace. They only care about themselves, and they only care about making money. They don't care about, you know, the company's well-being. And you saw that with the cultural shift that happened 5 years ago, where everything was DEI and woke. And then once Trump came to power, everything changed. Because back then, DEI was okay and was encouraged, and it was okay to hate white people because white people are racist naturally, but black people aren't for some reason. And it's okay to hate straight people because straight people are homophobic or some stupid shit like that.
And remember, if you're white and you say a mean thing online, 20 years in prison. But if you're black and you kill 40 children, you can get a 4-hour break in prison with being fed a banquet on our tax dollars.
No, that's literally what happens in the UK. That's literally what happens in the UK. I mean, it happens less so here, but again, it's just it's a lot of fucked up shit. A lot of like racist and sexist shit was
Like,
happening in the culture back in 2020 and even in the 2010s. And it's still happening in the UK, but that's because the UK is in a far left government right now. Like, I'm talking like alt-left, like I'm talking basically fascism at this point. You guys know what the horseshoe theory is?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, the horseshoe theory is when you go far enough left or far enough right, you just become an authoritarian dictatorship. That's basically where the left is in the UK and in a lot of Europe too. But the left is so far authoritarian that it's no longer left. It's just authoritarian.
Well, Dad, when 1 + 0 still equals 1. No, you do basic math. You have basic common sense.
Rather be here than North Korea, to be fair. Well, no shit, Sherlock. But still, like, it just goes to show that even if your prime minister had ties with Epstein, if you mention that in your country, you get arrested for wrongthink. That's not a free country, buddy. That's not a free country.
But yeah, I'm going to go on.
It's hard to tell what's like bots these days and what's real people. But there are some people who actually defend North Korea and act like they're somehow less like propagandized and corrupt than, you know, Americans.
Did you actually?
Oh, yeah, at least.
Hold on, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, did you actually see that there was a video of a guy who got hands on a North Korean phone?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I did not.
It's very fucked up.
It's like
it's
actually kind of fucking scary. How many lines are drawn between that and like modern Apple and Android OSs? Because there's stuff that, this is why I don't update my iPhones, by the way, funnily enough. There is stuff on modern Apple iOS that, like, if you send a message, it sends that straight to the government and goes like, oh, he was trying to type that, or oh, he was trying to send that photo. Or, and this isn't Apple just doing this. This is also Android doing this. They do the same shit, but North Korea does this on their phones, baked in on the phone. If you type in brother instead of comrade, it will correct it to comrade. Or if you change it to like ma'am, it'll change it to comrade. Or if you type Korea in, like South Korea in, it'll automatically correct it to Korea, just in general. Like, there is actual censorship baked in onto these phones. And, like, we're just one step away from that on our phones in America, in the UK, in France. We're one step away from that.
It's at least for the children, am I right? It's for the children.
You have to, like, reject all this newspeak stuff. Like, when people say, like, unalive, or, like, when they, like, try and use some other term to, like, describe the word Nazi. The word Nazi.
Someone says unalive instead of kill, I'm going to fucking kill them.
If someone ever says unalive to me, I'm like, just say kill, you fucking coward. What kind of world are we in where you can't say kill? Like, that's stupid. We know what you mean. You're saying kill. You say unalive because it's like some type of new age censorship. Like,
yeah, it's new. Like, it's newspeak. And if you've read 1984, you know what newspeak is.
Gotta get that YouTube revenue. Gotta get that YouTube revenue. Right, guys.
Meanwhile, guys, I'm gonna go electrocute my dog to death because she wasn't staying in her bed.
But you can't say kill.
But you can't say kill. The word kill has been used in most Disney movies. The fuck? Yeah, I know, exactly. Imagine living in a country where it's illegal to not have a picture of your leader in your house. Yeah, it's pretty fucking cringe. It actually corrects South Korea into puppet state. Sorry, you're right, Alex. But point is, the fact that it automatically corrects shit is kind of fucked up. That's kind of scary to me, bro. Like, we're one step away from that. We already have like Apple and Android basically going like, "Oh, are you sure you want to send that?" Or or even better. Did anybody remember when like right after Trump got put into office this term, somebody at Apple was fired for anytime anybody typed Donald Trump into dictation, it would say racist. Did anybody hear about that?
Ooh.
Where if you typed
that
like
sounds
if I
sounds
like typed Donald
incredibly
Trump,
stupid.
like if I type Donald Trump into my phone, like it obviously says Trump, trumpets, Trumps, it would say racist. It would autocorrect to racist. It would autocorrect to racist. Some motherfucker working at Apple did that. Now, here's the thing. North Korea already does that shit. We have the ability to do that. These companies have the ability to do that. A lot of people
Leave the
don't like to
billion-dollar
think
company
that or admit
alone.
it, but it is literally true.
Leave the billion-dollar toy company alone.
Colorado wants to pass legislation to add age disclosure to Linux and other operating systems. Fuck that. You don't get to tell me what.
How
You
are
don't
you
get to tell me what to do with my computers. Damn it! I own that shit. You don't. The government shouldn't be
How are
allowed
they
to
going
do
to enforce
anything
that
like
on
that.
Linux? Linux is like the freest software out there. People can do whatever the fuck they want on it. How are
FreeBSD
you
and
gonna
Linux.
enforce that?
FreeBSD is basically Unix, and Linux is a heavy derivative of Unix. Like I'm talking like 40 years separation between Unix and Linux. They're very different operating systems now, but basically Unix and Linux are very free to access. You will never be able to lock that shit down ever. There's no way anyone will enforce it. There's no reason for anyone to enforce it. It's the same shit with 3D printers. Has anybody heard about 3D printers in Washington State and California and New York State? Where they're trying
Nope.
to basically require you to have an ID to buy a 3D printer because, oh no, you're going to print guns with it. Oh, it's a damn shame that I have like 3 gigabytes of files to print guns with. It's a damn shame, and I live in Maryland. It's a damn fucking shame, guys. Damn fucking shame. I'm going to go shoot up a school with all these gun files that I have. I'm going to shoot up all the schools in the local area. Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I'm
they're more
stupid?
willing to put effort into that, but they can't like identify transgenderism as a mental illness.
Nope.
Well, now they're starting to.
Well, now they're
My
starting
favorite thing
to.
is
But
like
like the
cosmetic
point
surgery.
is,
Like,
they would rather take away your freedom to be able to print shit with a 3D printer than actually go after the actual problem. They invent a solution, and that solution is to take away your rights. That is all they are doing.
Mm-hmm. And make you gay and lame.
Meanwhile, a bunch of people volunteer 3D printing for school kids to get introduced to engineering and CAD design stuff. Yeah, no, and that's really useful. CAD designing is unironically super useful. And sure, there's obviously like if you go on Patreon or my Mini Factory, I believe is what it's called. You're obviously gonna have the Gooner models, the big women with big titties and shit. I know this because I have people that work in the 3D printing CAD industry. I know a couple people. Again, I do 3D printing. I kind of know these people because I go to conventions. But there are people who will make guns from Doom, guns from Warhammer. They'll make miniatures that are of Warhammer origin. They'll make shit like that. And you can make hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars a month, making these models and selling them, licensing them out online. You can make hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month doing that. And that's not even getting to the explicit like 18 plus models, which probably have their own niche as well. That can make you a shit ton of money right now in an economy where getting an actual job kind of fucking sucks balls because the Indians and everyone else are taking all those jobs from you. So it's a good way to get money if you can't get a job, a legitimate job. It's a way. It is a valid way of getting it, and a lot of people are taking that up. I know quite a few. So CAD is a great place to go to because sure you can AI generate shit, but it'll never look as good as actual CAD work. And even if you don't do CAD work for Warhammer models and stuff, there are architects that are willingly hiring people like that. I know people who do CAD work for house design, like just regular old house design for people who want to like model their own house or DIY their own house. There are people who do that as a job, as a living. They make, like $20 an hour to design a house for you. That's pretty fucking sick. So CAD stuff is worth it, and I feel like STEM stuff is very important, but we're also conquering STEM in a very ass-backwards way. And I apologize for taking up all the floor time right now, but like for example, I don't know if I told you guys about this, but I actually no, I did, but I'll mention it again. If I go to a high school and I see an award from College Board saying most female the female diversity award, you shouldn't be getting any school funding because that's sexist. You shouldn't just give an award to a school for having the most women in the coding in the AP computer science class. That's sexist.
And it's exclusive.
That's
It's
the problem with
exclusive,
STEM right now.
yeah.
STEM is trying to encourage only women to go into STEM in a career field that is 80 to 90% held by men. It's like convincing women to be firefighters when firefighters are 95% men. It's like convincing women to be plumbers.
Just look at the Palisades.
It's
Look
like
at the
convincing women to
Palisades.
be plumbers when plumbers are 98% men. It's like convincing women
Well,
to
here's the
do
thing.
any sort of hard grease monkey job when 90+% of those grease monkey jobs are held by men for a reason. Because it's not sexist to admit that women don't want to get dirty. Some do. I know some who do, and I love them because they are great people to talk to. But most women, and this is not a stereotype, this is a fact. Most women don't want to do hard labor jobs. They want to do the basic, office clerk job. They want to do that. They don't want to do blue collar. They want to do white collar jobs. And most
Well, when
men,
they
not
talk about
all,
equality,
I am
they're
an
not talking
outlier in
about
this statistic.
They're not talking about like who's.
I'm going to say something a little bit unpopular here for a second.
Mm-hmm.
How about instead of women doing jobs, they should be raising children?
I agree. I completely agree with that. And I know some women who agree with that too.
Well, you want to know why minimum wage cannot even afford like a family household of 5? Because women entered the job market.
Yeah, and it made the job market so competitive.
I'd actually argue the bigger problem is you have. And I'm going to sound kind of crazy for this, but it's because of immigration.
Oh, no, it
have-
totally
also
is. I agree with
every
you on
time-
that. We have
every
too
time you
many
discuss the
Indians
idea of raising
stealing all the
wages-
entry-level jobs, and we have too many Mexicans and Latinos from illegally in our country stealing all the janitorial jobs and all the cheap labor jobs because nobody else can
Anytime
get
you
in.
talk about raising wages, those people come in as scabs basically and remove the opportunity for Americans to actually get better pay.
No, I agree.
They are actively fucking us over. That's
No,
the thing.
they
Here's
totally are.
another thing. I'm going to go. I've been wanting to say this thing for a while now. Is that I do not like abortion. Okay, I think that's obvious because I'm right wing. But here's the thing. Abortion is mainly because in popular the reason why it's popular so far is because people aren't ready and bullshit like that. Meanwhile, we have governments if I recall correctly, South Korea that's willing to pay for people to procreate. But instead, we're throwing our money at Somalian inbreds.
We're throwing our money at Somalians, Indians, Latinos who came here either illegally or very questionably legally. And especially in India, this is super common, diploma mills, where these people will go to a fake school in insert Indian town and get a visa to America that way. When the school is fake, the degree is fake, and there's a Congress member or a Congress candidate in Colorado that's actually running right now for the GOP, and he is an Indian, born in India, and he's lived here for 10 years, 20 years. He got here through a visa with a fake doctorate that he eventually got revoked. These people don't belong here in America. They don't. They are cheaters. They are cheating out not only us Americans, they are cheating everyone globally.
The reason why they should be here is because they're submissive inbred pigs.
No, they're cheating the system. They're cheating
the
system. They're stealing our jobs. They're stealing other immigrants from Europe, Africa, Asia, the countless other countries and nations. They could come here and work their ass off if they want to. But instead we have, I think, the largest population, the largest country we import immigrants legally from is India, and I believe second behind that is China, which is another national security concern that I could get into. And I'm not going
you
to
don't
get
say.
into. But
you hear about the one guy that bought a whole bunch of waterland and it's Chinese, and we all know that he's going to poison it.
Yeah. Well, did you hear about the people who went to a University of Michigan and they brought some like contaminant, like invasive species or something, and it was gonna like kill a bunch of like
Mhm.
science lab experiments there? Like it was
Yeah,
I heard
basically like a
about that one.
not a biocide, but it was some sort of like invasive plant or
A
invasive spore.
bioweapon. Quite literally bioweapon.
Yeah, it was a bioweapon. It literally brought a bioweapon into America just to ruin like the University of Michigan's like agricultural section. Like these people shouldn't be allowed here. They're effectively economic terrorists, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah, if you're caught doing something like that, you need to be publicly executed. That's the one use case of public execution.
And this is going to be a weird citation, but I think Asmongold was right about this. He's like, when justice is about fairness, it makes people less afraid of committing crimes. So if you
Exactly.
execute some people, that would make people a whole lot more afraid of doing it because you might just fucking die.
What do you think happens in these Arab nations like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates? If you steal in Saudi Arabia, you get your hands cut off.
They whip you 1,000 times and cut your head off.
Yeah, no, if you steal in Saudi Arabia, you get your hands cut off. That's literally what happens. Imagine
they went
if they
Roman
did
on
that
that
in
shit?
America. People would stop committing crime. I guarantee you the crime rate in certain cities like Baltimore and stuff would go down very rapidly if you had people with no more hands. Very rapidly.
Like, we need to bring back, like, the fucking CIA, like, torture methods. Like, we slowly rip out your fucking fingernails and put you on the Judas Trail.
Don, you are very extreme.
We need to like.
Trust me, I'm worth.
I think we need to have accountability for the judges that have been releasing criminals back
Oh,
into
yeah.
the public.
Those people need to get their
That is,
fucking
like, the
face
biggest
skinned alive.
You know what they need to do?
They're-
They need to put them in prison for a year and see how long they survive. I guarantee if they don't get
They're
raped in
toxic
prison,
and-
they will get killed in prison. It's either going to be either
They're-
or.
Why don't we
It
just
is
skin
their
them
toxic
alive?
Empathy that is like getting people literally killed. Like they're like I mean, ironically, I feel like if the next time one of these people decides to let like a murderer out, they should be like, all right, they get to live in your house now.
Well,
Legal-
you should
I
tell
know
it
it's
to
literally
liberals who are like,
unconstitutional,
stop,
but they
like,
should have to deal with that.
Tealord, we should use that same logic against people who hate ICE. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't like government overstep, and I don't like how Palantir is helping ICE to basically spy on civilians, because they're not just spying on illegal immigrants. Obama has
And it's not
deported
gonna
more
stop there.
immigrants than
Everyone knows
Trump
that.
has. Obama has deported more immigrants in a single term than Trump has at this rate into his term, which is really bad. That goes to and again, this is without Palantir or any Israeli slush funds, spying on American civilians. This is without that. Trump should be doing better. I should be doing better. I should be deporting more people, but we have these libtards who are like, no, fuck ICE, and they are violently trying to kill ICE agents, which, by the way, they deserve to shoot people who try to kill these people. If you try to kill an ICE agent, you deserve to be shot and killed. That's how I feel personally.
And they're trying to take law enforcement in their own hands to do it. They're like, we're going to make our own security checkpoints. We're going to like.
No, if you're a retard mayor who's like, we need to protect these immigrants. No, you don't. They raise your crime rate up high. Why do you think people are leaving your cities? Because they don't want to live in a crime-ridden city with these illegals doing drugs, fentanyl, all this other shit. They don't want to live in that city. Why do you think people are leaving Seattle or Minneapolis or St. Paul? Why do you think Grant wants to fucking leave Minneapolis, for God's sake? Why do you think Grant wants to leave that shithole?
In California,
he lives in
California for a while. We've had a crisis with moving vans. We've had so many moving vans.
Yeah, you guys ran out of U-Hauls in California like last year or 2 years ago because people don't want to live in fucking Cali. Because the taxes are too high, the crime is too high, and the amount of illegals is too high. You're literally funding these illegals to just, take your jobs so that you can't, work.
Well, to quote Asmongold again, because of Tealord, what's going to happen is that we're not going to get like some sort of leader that's going to say send back the boats. We're going to get a leader that's going to say burn the boats.
Yeah. No, you're gonna. There is going to be we are in the Weimar Republic era. There is going to be somebody who's like Nick Fuentes if he like actually had like a machine gun in his hand at all times. We're gonna have somebody who is just going to like. We're gonna have a Don. We're gonna have a Don who's literally just going to be
Yeah,
like,
we're going to have a
I'm
meeting.
going to kill everyone who is not here legally. We're going to have someone like you, Don, who is unironically in power because of
tell
that shit.
Israel. Here's my ultimatum. I'm going to tell Israel, you're going to get nuked, or you're going to build the ethnic bioweapon, and you're going to get rid of all of China and all of Africa and all of Indonesia and all of South America, and we're going to colonize the world for the right people, the actual God-chosen people.
Don, you are fucking weird.
Trust me, I'm even worse.
You are
Gonna be- I feel like
you are beyond Nick Fuentes. You are beyond Nick Fuentes.
Yeah.
You scare me.
Trust me, Nick Fuentes is a politician. I am just hatred.
You just hate everyone, don't you?
Even Nick Fuentes is kind of like
Nick
I don't
Fuentes is
know
just
about
another
him.
black pill reformist stunt. Oh, I'm Nick Fuentes. I hate Donald Trump, and I'm black pilled. I'm black pilled. How did you know I'm black pilled? I'm black pilled. Did you know that Nick Fuentes is black pilled?
Him, you know, the thing that got me is when I saw a video of him saying, just telling people not to vote. It was like,
Well, I feel like
he's. It's starting to feel like he's
definitely
almost
a
the
puppet.
Hassan for the other side. He's like, because Hassan did the same thing. Hassan was like, vote third party, which is basically telling people to throw their vote away. I feel like he's turning into that.
I mean, personally,
It's
I
kinda-
believe
it's-
we should vote for third party. I feel like there needs to be like, you know how Reform UK just came out of the blue?
Yeah.
True.
The
I
thing is,
feel
they
like
already
we
have
need
multiple
something
parties.
like
I
that
feel
here
like-
in America, where we have the libertarian surge up again, or we have a nationalist party. Because if it's not obvious, I'm a libertarian nationalist. I feel like I should mention that at this point. I'm very, very heavily a nationalist. I'm very proud of America. I hate anyone who comes to this country illegally and wants to make it a worse place. I welcome anyone who wants to make this country better by moving here and actually, you know, fulfilling the American dream. But if you come here to make my life a miserable hell and to profit off of me because you're a lazy fucking schmuck, I have the right to hate you and everything you exist for.
No, seriously, like,
I think
unironically,
a
like,
third
if I
party
was like,
switch only works is if we have people on both sides basically agree to do it, which I feel
That
like
will
could
never happen.
here's the problem.
It
Like,
could.
look at Germany, for example. It has like what, 5 parties, but every election just boils down to just a 2-party system. I don't think 2-party systems. I don't think that 3-party systems work at the end of the day. Because look at the 1992 election, if I recall correctly, where Bill Clinton got elected, and we all know how good Bill Clinton is because the third party took away a whole bunch of George Bush's votes.
Was it
And you
George
could
Bush?
criticize George H.W. Bush.
Okay.
And you could criticize George H.W. Bush, but at least Bill Clinton isn't a known cannibal pedophile.
Weren't they both? No, weren't
dude,
they
like-
both on the list?
True that, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
but
both the
George
Bushes
H.W. Bush
and the Clintons were on that list.
True.
But that was like a thing Teddy proved as well. Teddy Roosevelt back in the day, he made the Bull Moose Party, and that failed.
He made the Blue Moose
Tried to
Party
make
specifically just to grief
Bull
like
Moose.
his vice president's campaign because he did not like how the vice president was doing his first term.
Basically,
He
he
made
was
that
pissed off
specifically
with
to
his own
grief.
party not like working with him, so he made his own party, and it kind of backfired. And that's how we got
was-
Woodrow Wilson, one
it
of our
was
worst
supposed-
presidents.
It was supposed to backfire. The whole point of the Bull Moose Party was to grief Howard Taft's election.
Oh, that was like the Gilded
Well, it
Age.
worked.
Oh, dude, that was like a shitty part of America.
But anyways, as much as I love to talk about like ethnic bioweapons and how we should just like skin Keir Starmer alive and publicly execute him, I prefer to like not get myself heated up at the moment.
Dude,
But why
you've
don't we
already
talk about
talked
something a
about
lot-
that for like a good 30 minutes, dude.
Why don't we talk about something a lot more funny like YouTube poops?
Like what kind of
This is a
YouTube
hard twitch.
Alright, let me quickly rechange this.
Hey, Joman's back again. Welcome back.
Yeah, I think he got a little bit scared of
Wait a
Don
minute.
being bald.
Well, I was about to say Joman's logo and your logo swapped.
Yeah, I swapped it back.
Don, stop thinking about the ethnic bioweapons.
Alright.
I don't
But,
know, I'm just not a very political person, so I
Number
shut up when that
15.
happens.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, so, you were talking about YouTube poops. Who remembers no, what is it called? Jollarbo. Remembers Jollarbo?
You like
Yeah.
dicks,
Yeah.
don't you, Squidward?
You like dicks, don't you, Squidward?
The sky had a Ouija. The sky had a Pokemon.
I have got to get my dick sucked.
Oh my
Is
god,
this the
dude.
part where we talk about my famous quote, the Krusty Krab sexual harassment training video?
Oh my god. Dude, all those were
Mr.
amazing.
Mr. Krabs, I need you to look up my skirt for science.
That's fun, dude.
Oh, that's just fun.
That's just fun, dude, bro.
Mm-hmm. So, do you think that Fawn has a skid mark fetish? Like, if the panties have a little bit of brown?
Don, what the fuck was that?
Okay, immediately
Can we
moving
kill this guy?
topics.
Can we kill this guy?
Hey, you're talking about YouTube poop.
Can we kill this guy? Tealord,
Yes,
can we
we
kill this guy?
agree. Yeah.
Oh,
What's that gonna
boy,
do? I'm just-
smooching time.
Oh boy, smooching time. That's one of my
You will
favorite lines from
die.
the Zelda show, dude. By the way, that franchise just turned 40 yesterday.
You will die.
Yeah,
Or
now we
else
can
you will
finally
die.
have Jasek play the best game of the entire series, Zelda's Adventure.
Oh my god. I need to find like a good CDI emulator, and then maybe I'll play once one of the CDI games. I played Zelda
The
1.
sad thing,
I played like a fan remake of Zelda 1 on stream earlier this month, and I gotta admit, it's not my kind of game, but then again, a lot of NES games are not my kind of game because I feel like the NES is dated, and you basically gotta waste like 30 hours finding out how the game ticks, and then you can beat the game, and that's not my kind of thing.
OG Zelda is really hard too. That's like one where you like
Yes.
either need a walkthrough or you need to be really patient.
You need to walk through, or no, that's every NES game though. Every NES game, you either need a walkthrough or you need somebody who's beat it before. Because the game does not hold your hand, and it's very much like you got to find out every little thing by literally wasting your time, blowing up everything, burning every tree, going
Literally
every
Mike
exit.
Tyson's Punch Out. You have to memorize
Oh,
every pattern.
Oh,
Oh,
dude,
no.
yeah.
oh no,
Punch-Out games
not-
are kind of
not-
fun actually. I do like them. Some of them are bullshit, but some of the fights are bullshit. But I do like Punch-Out. I mean, I'm
think
talking
the
about the
most
Wii
bull-
version, obviously, but Mike Tyson, like in the NES.
Most
Mike
bullshit fight
Tyson's-
is definitely Bald Bull. Bald Bull is the worst one by far.
But no, that game is just like there's barely any saves. You have to memorize a code to get back to your previous save. It is a lot.
And that's where the
faster than
handy pencil and notepaper came from.
Yeah.
That
Are you
is true.
talking
Even though
about
the-
old Bald Bull or new Bald Bull?
New
By
Bald
new, I mean
Bull.
the one from like 2000.
New Ball
Yeah,
Bull is
you said
hell.
I beat him. He was a pain in the ass. My least favorite one was Aaron Ryan, that fucking Irish guy.
Oh
The
yeah,
rematch.
he's subhuman garbage.
See, the
yeah,
initial fight
we
isn't
hate
too
the
bad. It's the
Irish.
rematch. The fact that he has like 3 1-hits is kind of bullshit.
Yeah, we hate Aaron Ryan, even though he also has a lot of one shots on himself. They're so frame perfect that it's like,
Yeah.
why fucking bother? He also just ignores all the mechanics of like the game. He's like, yeah, actually, you're the only person that I'm required to counterpunch, and if you try and block me or dodge me, you're just going to lose the fight.
Think fast,
Yeah.
chuckle nuts.
I like how Jason.
My favorite.
This is what it's like to be Joman, where you can't speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
My favorite thing has to be-
Joman, look,
there's a-
politics.
It's basically politics. Now we're talking about Punch Out.
So, guys, what political party was Mr. Sandman a part of?
I think he's Republican
one-
because Mike Tyson is Republican, and he's supposed to think to Mike Tyson in that game.
Which
Yeah.
one? Which one wants people to go to sleep?
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, little God chosen
Go
people.
the fuck
to
to sleep.
How's it going, Sharp? How
Is
you
he
doing,
part of the
buddy?
Jeff the Killer party?
What?
The what?
Because Jeff the Killer wants people to go to sleep.
Oh, ha ha ha. What about the
Do you
what
think
about
he's
the
Jeff the
gas
Killer
party?
Epstein?
What about the gas party?
Isn't that
No,
just
yeah.
Republicans? 'Cause they
Hold on,
want people
guys.
to go
Hold
for
on,
gas?
guys. Hold on, guys. Guys, shut up. Jeffrey Gastein.
Stop it. Stop it.
Mods, twist his dick.
Tealord, can we kill this guy?
I thought we. Do we wait? Can we just put a poll up on the on Twitch?
Can we kill Dawn?
Vote kick Dawn.
That would be funny.
Vote kill.
no, just
vote kill
TF2
Dawn.
vote kick.
TF2 vote kick.
The vote kick has begun.
Oh no.
Do we kick Dawn in the balls? Vote yes or no.
I actually was punched in the balls. Did I ever tell you the time where I was punched in the balls? Like I was like trolling some sort of like kid at the playground. He got mad and then he punched me in the balls. So I'm basically like limping for my life here because I need to get to like the medical thing, right? And like the kid's screaming at me, "Don't tell, don't tell, don't tell! It was an accident," as if he didn't just punch me in the balls. And I basically pulled a Ronald Reagan and just like walked to the whoever was the teacher at the time, and the kid's like crying as if he didn't just punch me in the balls. And I just remember going home that day and the kid was just crying.
Hey Siri, punch him in the dick.
The computer punches balls.
You know, actually, Don, you raised a fair point. Why do we call this guy? He clearly knows how to punch you in the balls.
Yeah, let's call that elementary school classmate that you had like 15 years
Hey
ago.
Eric, are you on speed dial?
Let's summon Ball Puncher. I'm sure he's got it.
No, he had a more Spanish name. It was Sebastian. That was his name.
Hey yo, Sebastian, can you punch Dunn's balls again?
If I ever meet Sebastian again, I'm gonna like twist his arm off. Let's see how you like punching people in the balls now.
Well, now it's
He's
assault
got
and
feet,
battery.
too. He's gonna kick you
I'm
in the
afraid
dick
you would.
next.
I'll dismember him. Gladly dismember him and make him eat his own. Make him eat his own jerky.
Imagine this guy finds the stream.
Yeah.
Who the hell starts a
Dude,
conversation
Don,
like
you
this?
scare me with the things you say. You scare me. Like, genuinely, you scare me, bro.
Trust me, I am worse. I am so much worse.
You are
I'm
unhinged
very,
as fuck. I thought I was unhinged. You
So,
scare me, bro.
Speaking of being horrible, can we route this into slanders?
Oh yeah, we
Sure, why
probably
not?
should.
Yeah, sure, why not?
So, there is a
You know, that
slander
is kind
I'm
of
working on
one-
against Dawn, I should mention. In fact, let me just pull it up just so I could, like, you know, take a look at it. But it's really shitty. It's
boy.
not going to be quality. It's not going to be quality, Dawn. I'm sorry.
He's like, just do the best. Just do the best. We've already spent like so much time on this. Just do your best, okay? That's all I ask. I'm not saying you have to
Done
be
for,
like absolute
months
cinema.
now.
Don't
I'm
worry,
not saying you have to be absolute cinema.
Like,
Dawn,
trust
that's
me
how
when I
always
say
think on
this,
top.
like, I have most of the things done. I'm still waiting for Kira to finish some of the artwork. And it's only like 8 minutes long. I mean, not 8 minutes. 2 minutes 8 seconds long. Yeah, 2 minutes 8 or 2 minutes 16. Sorry, 2 minutes 16. But
did you use any of my ideas, Jasic?
I think I did.
Nice.
But I have like I still have to make like maybe 3 more prompts. I still have to add like artwork to the front and to the beginning and the end. But I don't know, man. Like I can't, like, that's it. I'm waiting for Kira to finish her part.
Well, I still have to make some of my art pieces too. I've just been a little bit lazy, and I've been focusing more like on making other slanders for other communities. Yes, I'm cheating on you guys.
Hey, fucking.
Hey, it's okay. You can't type without me. You fucking illiterate dipshit.
No, I've actually learned to type a little bit. I think.
You know, I bet you I have a dictionary in here. Would you like it?
Like, Don, let me actually no, I can't send it to you yet. But not Don, Tealord.
Yeah, Jason, did you see the videos I sent you of like you're my favorite, you, Don?
Oh my god. Yeah, I did. Sharp, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. You cheered a certain number of bits. Thank you.
All right, can we do Sharp
my favorite.
Chat, do we time out Sharp for cheering 67 bits? Do we time him out?
Yes. Yes.
Nah.
Joman says yes. Tealord says yes. I
know. No, I said no.
6, 7.
He kindly
I'm such a
donated those
fat
bits. Why would we
fucking
punish him? Why would we punish him for donating? That's so stupid.
Because it's a
Time him
joke.
out.
Do I get a
How
vote?
dare
Yes, you
you
get a vote. You
donate.
get to vote.
Sharp even agrees that yeah, Sharp wants to be muted. Yeah, Sharp
If Sharp says yes, I'll time him out. If Sharp says yes, I'll
Time
time
him
Be a
him out.
good, be a good
6.7
boy. Be a good
seconds.
boy.
Just
Be a
shoot,
good
he just
boy.
shoots himself.
I say no. Okay, then I
already
won't
said
time
no.
you
All
out.
right, well,
How did you know that Sharp was suicidal when he had a shotgun wound in the back of his head?
Jesus Christ.
What is
Don't
what,
stop killing
wasn't that like
people.
is that a reference to like one of the Epstein victims having a shotgun to the back of the head?
No, you're thinking of the one that like conveniently got into a car crash.
Oh yeah. But yeah, what was I?
So,
Where were we? Oh yeah, slanders. What
Yeah.
other like? There's that, and then Don, you had a couple slanders that you were gonna make for the community.
I'm gonna. Well, I scrapped the Paper Mario Center because I'm just done with that franchise.
Yeah,
I
that's
hate
fair.
it. Okay, and I was going to make a modern gaming slander, but like the thing is, the gaming slander as a whole just reflect modern gaming. So I'm just converting that into a Steam slander, and we have Togu slander, we have Steam slander. Might make slander 19 this year because I want it to be like a bit more of a cinematic.
I'm
slander.
excited for the Toho
And,
slander. I want to see that shit.
And we obviously have Jason versus Don Slander, and you're gonna love it, Jason. You're gonna love it. It's the best solo slander I've ever made. It's on par with
Just
Slander
gonna-
16.
It's Batman versus Superman.
Next community slander needs Joman playing his DS Pokemon and getting roasted. No, we need to clip the part where he showed his copy of the Switch 2 version of ZA.
Trust me. I already have something planned. Just be quiet, good boys. Be quiet.
Jober, thank
Be
you
quiet,
for the
quiet,
thank you
quiet.
for the biddies. I appreciate it. Hold on, the glare,
But yeah.
the glare. Hold on, it was glaring.
Oh, for fuck's sake. God put that shit away.
Low quality.
Harass this man. Fish react this man. Fish
send
react
him
him.
an
Don,
airstrike.
feel
Hey,
free to
guys,
feel free to clip that and then just use it in the next slander.
Guys, question. Should I throw my copy of make a video of me throwing my copy of Sticker Store down the toilet?
This game blows.
You don't do that. That's bad for your plumbing.
That's bad for your plumbing, bro.
Okay. Fair.
Now,
fair.
eating it would make more
I don't-
eating it would be funny, but then you'd have microplastics in your balls.
Don, you should
I already have-
just
I'm Jewish. I already
You're
have
in
enough microplastics.
Don, you're in California. Just go to one of those caves that like those massive caves that's in California and just leave it there. To be undiscovered for who knows how long.
There's just gonna be
But
a
yeah,
sticker
like,
star copy just in the middle of the cave.
Yeah.
Some poor kid bastards.
Hundreds of
gonna
years
find it.
later, they discover Mario Sticker Star and they realize it's still
No. We should. You know what I should do with it? I should launch it into space in the hopes that an alien civilization will find it and just nuke Earth on my behalf, and I will become the ruler of the aliens, and I will be ethnic genocider.
You just figure out how to launch that to space first, and then we'll talk about it.
I just throw it really far up.
Anybody got Elon on
that's how
speed
that
dial?
works.
Say that again. What do you say? I did not hear that.
Anyone got
Yeah,
Elon
if
on
you
speed
put it-
dial?
Put it. Put it
Yeah,
on
I
the
do
next,
actually. I do actually. It's called Jewish blackmail list.
At Grok,
Or,
is this true?
Grok, is this true?
Grok. I hate
Ask
Jews. I
Grok
hate
if you
Jews.
can
I
like convince Elon to just put the copy like on one of his SpaceX rockets when it does something again.
Dude, Don, you are so unhinged, bro.
hate Jews. I hate Jews.
Yet you're Jewish.
But you
Jesus
are one. Does that mean you
Christ.
hate yourself?
Well, I am a bit self-loathing, but I hate my brother more than I hate myself. So it balances out.
Don, would you harvest the organs of your brother if given a chance?
I wouldn't harvest his organs, but I would definitely like scrape parts of his brain out if it meant curing my own inner demons.
I drive a Tesla. I wear shorts in below freezing weather. Oh, that's funny, Sharp, because it's true. You probably also
I
wear
don't wanna
sandals
torture
too.
my brother, but I would torture my brother.
But Don,
wanna,
if your brother was in the World Trade Center and it was September 11th, 2001, and you knew what was going to happen, would you let him die in the tower?
Plain free bird, plain free bird, plain free bird, plain free bird.
No, Don, you don't get the reference. There was like an investment firm that did that. Like his brother died in the tower while he didn't go in the tower in time.
Oh, because I thought you were talking about like, oh, my brother's in the World Trade Center, so I'm like the one piloting. free bird.
Oh my God, Don.
You Mississippi mama.
Don,
No, it's Mississippi Queen. It's Mississippi Queen. Da 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 da. Mississippi Queen.
If you were all right, Don, if it was 9/11, your brother was in the tower, would you text Mark Wahlberg to have him stop 9/11?
No, Don would definitely crash
Mark
the plane and
Wahlberg.
then yell, "This is why we clash."
If you didn't hear, Mark Wahlberg was like, "I would have stopped 9/11."
This is
Honestly,
why we
the only
clash.
reason I would not want my brother to burn in ash is just because his organs are worth more than him.
Jesus Christ, Don. I still can't believe I
anyone in
negotiated
your
that big
family you
multi-million
like?
dollar business deal on September 12th, 2001. Wow, Alex.
It's a good thing
moving on.
good thing we got that insurance policy specifically on the floors that got hit by the planes.
Shall we move on to the next little thing? Jason, did you want to show your signer actually, show a preview or something?
No,
Because
it's
you're
not
saying
ready. I'm
We
waiting for
can't
the art.
spoil it. We
Okay.
can't
I'm waiting
spoil
for
it,
Kira to
Don.
finish the art. I need to actually get on her about that and go like, hey, I need you to finish the art, please. Because I'm basically waiting for
you
her.
would whip her, but she's probably into that.
What's next on the
What?
agenda?
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Discord AI verification. Did anybody hear about how that one company, Persona, had all their data
breach.
leak?
Yay!
Don't we all love how a
It's
company
Persona,
goes like,
Persona
please give
themselves.
us your ID to verify, and then they end up leaking that. They claim they claim they delete the shit, and then they don't, and then some hackers that are probably an inside job end up giving that to the entire black web. Isn't that lovely? I love when that happens. I love when a company proves yet again that they are unreliable and untrustworthy.
Everybody hold your thoughts for a second. Here's something I actually read, and it actually is really the whole thing with AI verification is that it's actually counterproductive. Want to know why? Because the whole point is to protect the kids. You would just not need to verify yourself, and you would filter out everybody who's an adult, so you can go into the kids servers and group them.
Yeah,
It's for the kids.
How is your default child when your concern is grooming? That's literally you have not solved any problems. You can literally make an account and you can pretend to be a child. You have changed.
I think it's funny because we grew up in a day and age where it was, don't give anybody your information online. Only your parents should have that information. If you're confused, ask a parent. Now it's, hey, if you're a minor, talk to your parent. We need to have your ID. We need to know this about you. We need to know about this.
No, it's stupid.
We need to make sure that somebody's set up to groom you.
But no, I completely agree with you right now.
No. Let me add on here. If you don't,
they realize that training a generation,
you end up in the sea of minors anyway. You have to verify to become an adult. If you don't, you end up with the minors anyway. This verification helps nobody.
It helps nobody but pedophiles. That's literally all it helps. All it does is help pedophiles blend in with the kids.
Well, and it takes advantage of stupid people because stupid people are like, oh, I'll just verify. Yeah, it's all that I'm doing my part, guys. Don't worry, I'm helping.
Yeah, congratulations. Now your ID is on the dark web. Enjoy having your identity stolen for the rest of your life. Really hope you enjoy that. Jason, I forgot if you played Ultra Kill. No.
Ultra sex,
Jason. It's like how they called lottery tickets like tax for the stupid people. It's like that's what this shit is. It's like
basically,
oh yeah, give us your personal information. That's tax for the stupid people. Yes, the stupid people are going to fall for it because of course they are.
I mean, I'll admit occasionally and very rarely I'll buy a lottery ticket just for shits, but I don't, I'm not addicted to that shit. Thank God I'm not. Because obviously every Christmas my family will get me scratch offs. That's just a thing that happens every year of my life, including when I was 14 years old when I get these scratch offs. The more conservative side of my family would buy me, they would give me $20 of scratch offs every year for Christmas. That was just a thing.
Yeah, I don't know if someone in my family buys me scratch offs every year, and I'm like, I don't even want to use these things. I literally won $5 on one of the tickets, and I still have it just sitting in my dresser somewhere. Because I don't want it. I don't even want to turn one in. I don't care.
The protected children didn't protect everyone's Discord ID that got leaked. The domino effect of mommy didn't check Timmy's iPad to 100,000 IDs leaked. Yeah, no, it's insane. Again, if you want to keep kids safe on the internet, be a good fucking parent. Either
Oops.
don't have kids or be a good fucking parent. If you're not responsible enough to have kids, don't have kids.
Be a good parent
See, I
or
feel
draw
like
20 cards.
part of the problem too is a lack of supervision. You know, sometimes it's just
No, it's
here's a phone,
again,
go
it's
have
that's
fun, knock
shitty
yourselves
parents
out.
though. That's shitty
To bring
parents.
things
Yeah.
back up, to bring things back to one of my original talking points, women need to get back into the kitchen and start raising a family.
Yeah. They shouldn't be going to Chick-fil-A, spending $30 each day going to Chick-fil-A, and letting little Timmy go on his iPad and watch Cocomelon all day. That shouldn't be happening. You should be sterilized. You should have your tubes tied if that's what you're going to have, if that's what you're
Do
going
you
to do
guys
to your
remember
kids.
Elsagate?
It's
That
more
shit was
complicated
fucking
than that. I will say this. Like, you have a lot of single mothers. Like, the mothers are the ones that are there for... You have a lot of really shitty men out there that just can't be a father. Like,
Oh, no, that is
there
also
is-
true, too. There are two sides to that coin. I will agree with that. But again, back to it. These parents are just letting their kids do that shit when they shouldn't be having kids, or usually, like, I hate to get into stereotypes here, but it's, you know, the stereotype single mother that was fucked by a black man and he leaves for another girl. That happens a lot more than you think, and that's what causes this. The woman has to work 3 part-time jobs to have the money for her kid because the father is in jail and can't pay for child support for the other 15 kids that he has with the other 15 baby mamas he has. So he's just going to be in jail for the rest of his life. So that kid has no father figure and therefore is going to commit crime later in his life, and has a terrible mother figure because she has to work her entire life just to sustain that kid.
Let's not forget drinking and alcohol.
You know,
Yeah,
We're both going the
homelessness
same
and
way with
drinking and
that.
alcohol only makes it worse. That is true, and then that's what gets these kids on fent and weed and all these other recreational and illegal drugs, or drugs that should not be given to them. And it just enables this really, really bad circular motion of getting these kids addicted to drugs and committing crime at young ages, being constantly poor, and it just feeds that cycle. So then they are the ones who are knocking up 15 different women, having 15 different baby mamas, going to jail because they can't support any of those baby mamas. It's the same cycle. It's been happening ever since the 60s.
But literally the beginning plot of Idiocracy.
Yeah, literally. No, but
Roughly.
my point is that's literally what's happening right now. Sorry, I'm being texted. But yeah,
Is it
no,
your
that's
girlfriend?
literally what's happening. We have these people who are just causing this negative... No, it's not a negative feedback loop. It's a positive feedback loop because it just constantly ensures it happens again. But shitty father knocks up a bunch of shitty, trashy women. These trashy women have to work 3 jobs to sustain their little Timmy. And then their little Timmy is stuck on an iPad because the mother can't, you know, do her job of being a mother, because we live in a post-feminist society now where women have to work instead of stay at home and, you know, take care of little Timmy.
On with their children.
Yeah. They can't be with their children. So the children have they have the terrible female figure. They have a terrible maternal figure to look up to, and they have no father figure to look up to because he's in jail. So when you have 2 terrible parental figures, what happens? The internet raises you. And what happens when the internet raises you? A lot of bad things happen.
Gay son and thought daughter.
The best outcome is Nick Fuentes, and the worst outcome is basically
Every other
become a
Twitter
pedophile.
user.
People who are dead already.
Yeah, people who are
'Cause they
dead
either
already.
off
Yeah, the
themselves
bugmen.
or they killed other people and then off themselves, effectively.
The beautiful view people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hate to sound like that. I hate to sound pedantic like that, but that's literally what happens. If you want to break, and this is not only common in black culture, this is also common in, like, white trashy neighborhoods. This is common in Latino neighborhoods, especially in America. You encourage this culture of just knocking up women and then leaving them. And then they can't parent the kids. They have no, and it just causes this constant feedback loop of high crime areas.
Our tax dollars paying for it. Don't forget our tax dollars paying for the whole system.
Yeah.
Because rather than pay for people not to have an abortion and actually enjoy reproducing and have bonding with their children, we're paying for inbred Somalians.
No,
This is why people hate-
we're paying for the fact that we're willing to let these people just knock up random women and not actually like, you know, get married. We're basically funding this. We're funding shitty parents. We're funding and encouraging shitty parents to happen. And you're going to disagree with me when I say this, Don. You're going to disagree with me when I say this, Don. This is the libertarian talking. I believe pro-choice does have a reason for that. Because if you got knocked up... If you got knocked up by a dude who is just going to knock up 15 other women, have 15 other baby mamas, it is better that you don't have that kid. Because if you do have that kid, you're going to be an economic drain on all the taxpayers in your area. And you are also going to be a drain on that kid's life. That kid is going to have a terrible fucking life for the rest of his life because he has no father figure.
Well, here's the thing. I'm just going to say my full thoughts on abortion. Abortion is ultimately a case-by-case basis, right? But what I am saying is that perhaps we should actually put money into people who want to procreate into procreating rather than funding Somalian inbreds. Do you think that's fair?
We shouldn't be funding any immigration. We shouldn't be funding immigration at all. We should be going back to grassroots America. We shouldn't be letting Somalians, Indians, Chinese, it doesn't matter who. We shouldn't be allowing immigration to be as it is right now because we have diploma mills. We have all this other garbage. We need to reform the entire immigration system before we allow people back into our country.
I don't believe in fixing the system. We have to pull it by the fucking roots and burn it.
No, we have to reform it. We have to literally rebuild it. But nobody wants to do that because if you do, you're an evil Nazi. And if you do want to kick these people out who are not here legally, you're also an evil, hateful Nazi for, dare I say, protecting our country? I don't know. It's stupid. I just want to be able to live in Don. I want to be able to live in a country where I can afford to live here. I want to be able to buy a house, move out, have kids, and not have to fear about demographics invading my city, invading my county, invading my state, and making my vote moot. I want to be able to live in a place where I can enjoy living and not have to worry about people committing crime down the road.
Ultimately, when it comes to wanting to improve your country and your livelihood, it comes down to 3 simple words: better, cheaper, safer.
No, I agree.
Everything that the Liberal Party focuses on doing against. They make things more expensive with the whole feminism bullshit and funding illegal immigrants. They make things less safe because you have pedophiles roaming around. And it sure as hell ain't better because the internet is going to shit.
So, moment Obama and Bill Clinton deported more people and had more ICE custody deaths than Trump. Yeah, no, exactly. And people are crying about Trump, killing all these immigrants. When in reality, Obama and Clinton did it way worse. If you really want to go that far. But they won't listen to that. They'll just call you a Nazi and ad hominem you.
They call you a Nazi because they want to kill you.
They'll call you Nazi because they use it as a justification to kill you. That is true. That's what they did to Charlie Kirk. And he was far from a Nazi. I didn't like a lot of the things he said, but he was a very reasonable man.
All he wanted to do was just talk his mind.
He was a very reasonable man. He was a very reasonable man.
They couldn't stand a person talking his mind, so they blew up his mind. That wasn't a joke. That's actually being serious.
I know that's fucking terrible. I shouldn't be laughing at that, but that was fucking terrible, dude. That was a fucking dark joke and a half. Holy shit. But no,
that wasn't meant to be taken as a dark joke. That was a truism.
Yeah, I know. But so speaking of the internet going to shit, Australia, like recently, quite a few countries have actually started enacting this because the UK and Russia implemented their kids' safety acts, heavy quotations, when in reality it's pedophile enabling acts. That's all they really are, and privacy violating acts. Russia and the UK did it first, late last year, and then Indonesia, Malaysia, I believe, Australia, who else? France, Mexico, and Canada. I believe and I believe those are all the countries that have done it so far. But I know Canada has legislation for it. Us Americans have legislation for it in like 20 different states, as well as federally. I believe Brazil doesn't have it. Germany, I believe, has legislation for it. The EU, I believe, has legislation for it. to enact to force you to have an ID to go online, which is fucking stupid. I'm sorry, we don't live in China. China enacted that years ago where you have to have an ID to go online, which is, again, fucking stupid and really, really shows how much of a dictatorship they live in. I don't want to live in a country that has that. Hell, I knew a guy who actually traveled to Australia late last month, and he had to he couldn't access anything. He couldn't access Netflix or Twitter or anything like that without having an ID. And he just didn't go on those sites throughout his vacation. Basically, a self-report that doesn't even get you arrested, and you can still have a chance at applying the right way. The other day I thought of this. Trump even had one of the most humane deportation strats implemented, where he basically made a free app to peacefully. No, that thing's been around since he got elected. That like when he got into office.
It was originally an immigration app, and then they
yeah, the
worked it
CBP app
into a
was to get
self-report.
illegal immigrants into the country illegally, and then he basically just reversed what it was for, and he was basically like, "I'm giving you $1,000 if you turn yourself in."
And it's cheaper than just doing a whole ICE raids. By the
Yeah,
way.
no, it's way cheaper, and it's humane. It's incredibly humane. I encourage that.
Well,
But
people got mad because they're like, "Wait, my way into the country just got turned into a way to leave the country." It's like, well, that's too bad.
yeah,
That's-
because you
that's how
don't
it is
belong here.
sometimes.
I hate that America
It's-
roasts China for 1984 communist behavior, then a decade later copies their homework, and freaking conservatives of all people are on board. Yeah, no, both parties suck ass. I really hate both parties. I really, really do. And voting for either party is a loser's game. If you vote for either of them, you're going to lose. And ID
That's why I
checks
just don't
on the
really trust
internet
anyone
are
that fully is
never okay to
invested in
me. I
either
don't care
party,
who
'cause
you
it's
are.
like,
ID
you have
checks
to know the
should never be
bullshit
allowed
laws.
on the internet.
I like how Discord is like. Here's the thing: like, whenever somebody's like talking, like Discord will put their camera like on first. So like you, Jason, and Joman are like keep battling for my screen.
I'm not even talking though.
You're just. I think it's background audio or something.
They want
I don't know.
ID checks for computers and internet use, but not elections. That's another thing I hate about the state I live in. I live in Maryland. In Maryland, you are not supposed to show your ID when you go vote, which is fucking stupid. I hate that shit. Why do illegal immigrants here in Maryland get a right to vote, and they don't give any tax money to America? They don't. They leech off
Well,
of
here's the thing.
money.
Here's the thing.
Why do
When
they
it
get
comes
to
to
vote?
illegal immigrants, they're good little goys that will promise to be complicit and will work for $3 an hour for the good company, for the benefit of the company.
Well, here's the thing,
Well,
they
that's
thought-
the
they
reason. They
thought-
don't actually
that's what
care
they
about us
thought.
Americans.
But there's come a point where they've realized now that like they're not going to just vote for whoever let them in, because they act like, especially for Hispanic people, the Hispanic vote was way more conservative than they expected, and they're like, "Whoa, how did this happen?" It's like, well, you just thought they were going to fall in line for you, really?
In Australia, I read that they want 16 plus for social media, but you have to be like half the age to choose your pronouns. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. I hate that shit.
Ugh.
Choose.
I hope whoever invented the term pronouns gets fucking skinned alive and hooked onto a crowbar.
I wouldn't say who invented it. I'd say the person who weaponized the term.
Weaponized it,
There's
yeah.
a difference.
Okay,
That
yeah,
word,
real true.
it's a term for vocabulary. Like
It's a
that's
term
like,
for
it's the
vocabulary.
number one
Getting mad at
fallacy
the
you're gonna
fact that it's
fall
a term
for
for
is if you're like,
vocabulary
I
is
hate the
stupid.
word pronouns. Like, well, guess what? It's part of the English language. Like, well, that's not what we're talking about. That term has been given like a new age term.
It's
that we
been
all-
No,
corrupted.
seriously, like we'll torture like random fucking Turkish people with our CIA black sites, but we can't torture the child groomers. Wait, it's all run by child groomers. What am I talking about?
Everyone is backwards. I agree, Alex. Everyone is backwards. Again, they should be required. Like, I really hope they make a federal law that requires this, that everyone needs to show their ID regardless of election level. There needs to be an ID handed to the election clerk in order to get your ballot. The DC shouldn't be letting literally, I could have gone to DC on election day during the Trump election, and I could have gone to every single election ballot office, pretend I was Juan Carlos at every single one, and I would have gotten a free ballot. I could have committed so much election fraud that day going to DC.
I do think it's kind of funny with the current state of the country. Shit that needs an ID isn't getting ID checks.
Exactly!
And the shit that doesn't need checks is getting ID checks.
No, exactly.
You know,
It's
instead
so
of
ass
protecting what's
backwards.
important, we're focusing on privacy protection.
Remember, as long as you add more problems, into the status quo, nobody's going to notice the pedophiles on top.
Yeah,
And I hate saying I hate repeating that talking point, but it's true.
No, it's literally true.
Here's
But
the-
no,
it's somehow-
I agree with Joman here.
It's
I
somehow
totally agree
racist
with you,
to
dude.
ask
Because
for IDs for voting, but it's not racist to ask for IDs for internet access.
why
Make
do I have to go to a convention? Like, here's the thing. I go to conventions a lot. Why the fuck did I have to show my ID to MagFest? Why the fuck did I have to do that? Why do I have to show my ID to, like, at least 10 of the conventions I go to? You don't need my ID. You don't need my ID. You don't need it.
Unless you're drinking, I guess.
No. They don't have alcohol at these conventions. There's only, like, only the ones in Virginia do. Only the ones in Virginia, and I believe, like, one in Pennsylvania and one in Ohio I went to, had alcohol for sale. My point is,
You got me then, by all accounts.
you don't need, I don't need to show you my ID to go to a event. There isn't pornography, there isn't drag queens, there isn't, you know, that kind of shit going on. It shouldn't need an ID. Now, for these LGBTQ or STUP events where they have, like, basically men with their crotches showing, yes, you should require ID for that because it's adult content.
Ooh.
No shit, Sherlock. But when it and I did go to, like, a couple when I went to the one convention in Altoona, there was a maid cafe. And it was specifically 18 plus, so you did have to show your ID for that. So that I understand because it's 18 plus. Plus, they also had gambling, you had to have your ID for gambling.
Did you see nice racks like on mailings?
They were pretty.
Not the point here.
They're all pretty girls. I wouldn't say like they didn't have big boobs, but they're all very pretty girls. But like, we're not talking about that. My point is, Don, if you're going to an adult convention,
Don,
I
you see the
understand
point.
requiring ID. But if you're a family-friendly convention, you should not be requiring ID. How come I need my ID to go to a convention, but I don't need my ID to vote? That is ass backwards. It should be the opposite way around. How come people are trying to force ID on the internet? Meanwhile, I don't need an ID to, you know, like, why do I need an ID for the internet when I don't need an ID to go outside and walk around? It's stupid. I hate that.
Telling me I need an ID to go to a fucking Chuck E. Cheese now?
Wait, really?
It's like,
No, but that's where we're going at this point.
Yeah, that's where we're
Kid
going at this point.
establishments.
Holy shit.
Where's your ID? Where's your ID at?
well, you know, the ID. One of the ways the higher ups want this world to go is you're just a fucking number to them. And they can
No,
track
you are.
every-
Like, I swear to
cause
God,
of
I
the
feel like I'm gonna wake up one day and New York City, like, in order to go to New York City, you're gonna need an ID to go to New York City. I swear that's where we're gonna go at this point. Like, in
We're
order to
living in the
walk
age of
outside
paranoia.
in New York City, you're gonna need an ID. I feel like that's what's gonna happen in like 10 years.
I mean, they did the same thing with like co-fake.
Yeah, no, they did that. That'll
I
alone
can't even
prove that
talk about
the
nothing too much. I know
elites
too much about what
can
happened
control
there.
people like that.
It's crazy how much the world has shifted. Because again, our generation was told, you know, you keep that shit to yourself.
Exactly.
Only your parents should know that vital information. Now the government is literally telling you, hey, to access this family-friendly content, we need to make sure that you're, you know, a kid. Motherfucker,
Well, it's like-
what?
As a person who's been following YouTube for a while, it's like I've witnessed like the amount of censorship just increase to the point where it's like you can't swear on this platform. We have YouTube Kids, but YouTube Kids doesn't count because we need to still treat normal YouTube like kids are on it.
YouTube
Yeah,
Kids
we
still
need to
has
treat
Spider-Man and Pregnant
YouTube as a
Elsa.
platform that we can monetize. Therefore, why the fuck would we encourage YouTube Kids to be a thing? Why would we encourage that when we can just encourage advertisers to advertise on a platform? Like again, the only reason they have YouTube Kids is to claim that they're for kids. It is a facade. In reality, everyone
here's
still
another
uses
thing.
regular ass YouTube because it makes them the most money. Because they can advertise on
here's
YouTube.
another
They
thing.
can't advertise on YouTube for kids.
YouTube
Here's
Kids
another
exist
thing.
to like appease parents, basically. That's all.
They will censor.
Parents
will
and lawmakers.
censor-
That's it.
They'll censor how you're able to like talk on YouTube, right? But they're showing like hentai ads and on my video recommendations, I get like a guy trying nair on his butthole, and that's a real video. I'm not joking when I say that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have all kinds of ads there nowadays.
they push for this censorship and kid-friendly content, and then they immediately flip over and just use it as
It's
a shirt.
doublethink. It's doublethink.
Yeah.
They once were looking for a
It's-
shoplifter that fled a neighboring store, and the officer stopped me for a short while. While they asked for ID, I was like, I don't have it. I took the bus. Like literally to walk, they want the street. They want IDs. Yeah, right. Where is your car? You don't have a license to drive, dude. No, this is literally Orwellian. The world we live in. This is literally literally the cop had no right to stop you and ask for ID. He had no reasonable assumption that it was you. You literally you could have taken him to court for that. He violated many amendments that you had. He violated your 4th Amendment. He violated, I believe, your 1st and your I believe it's 8th Amendment. He violated like a good chunk of the Constitution just by forcing you to show your ID to him when you didn't commit a crime.
Yeah.
Guys, just remember, showing your ID protects the children. Ignore the, $70 million data breaches.
The
It's safe.
pedophiles.
It's safe. You
Ignore
can
the
trust
fact
me.
that the pedophile Zionist Satanists run everything. Ignore that. No. The Epstein files, they don't exist, says
Don't-
Trump and every other
Don't worry, the
executive
politicians
running the
that
country.
have literally participated in violating children are the ones making laws to protect children.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we
I
know
go
how to
figure.
keep children safe. Definitely.
Yeah, we know how to keep
We
children safe by feeding them by cutting their organs out of them and feeding them to these rich people at Epstein's Island. Yeah, that sounds like a great
Your
idea.
parents don't know shit. Gerald over in the corner, he knows a lot more about child safety. You can
Mhm.
trust him.
Don't worry, your teacher knows more about your child than the own.
Don't worry. Don't worry
Yeah.
what's on Gerald's hard drive, Joman. Don't worry what's on Gerald's
The
hard drive.
Hollywood actors are perfectly good guardians.
Yeah.
He was so based for declassifying Epstein, MLK, and JFK files. Which, by the way, did you hear that JFK files were again tied to Mossad? That JFK was killed by Mossad. No shocker there. He was killed by Mossad. You know, the same
It really
country,
comes down-
the same country that helped run Epstein's kingpin organization. Same country. It's all Israel.
Like
MLK
it really
killed by
gets to the-
Israel. It's all
You know what's
Israel.
crazy?
Every
I
single
was just
fucking
like-
time, it's Israel. It's not even a
That's
joke
why
at this
if
point.
I
I
was-
was watching The Dark Knight yesterday, and like one of the biggest things in the movie is just like how there's always someone corrupt on the inside of the government fucking over like the main character's plans, and it feels just so like real today. It's like, yeah, that's literally just what's happening. Even though it wasn't even meant to be like the main commentary of the movie, it just feels like it's absolutely just aged perfectly.
Yeah, it really has.
Yeah, you because like there's literally a part where they imprison like some guy, like some criminal that was like aiding them in like money laundering. Basically, they imprison him inside of like their building because they're like, well, we can't trust the judicial branch to ensure that he'll be safe as a witness. So they keep him there, and then several assassinations play out because basically there's always some type of internal like interference that's occurring. It is insane, like how like well aged it was in the sense of like, yeah, you can't trust, like we can't trust the cops, but also the justice program can't trust the cops, and the cops can't trust the justice program. And there's like only 3 people this entire movie we can actually trust, and then we later learn there's only 2 people we can actually trust.
I just thought about this, but a big part of ID verification as well. It's another thing for the government to track you on. You start shit talking them. Great, we've got your information right here.
Basically,
Joman,
Here's
look at
fucking
the
just
UK
over.
right now. Look at the UK. All these Twitter accounts in the
Yeah.
UK
Hold on.
have their ID
I have something to say
verified.
really quick.
And if they-
Keir Starmer has a lower rating in the UK than Hitler had at the end of World War II.
That's crazy to think about. But no, like Joman
from
is
the
on the
war.
right track here, and that's what they do in the UK and Australia. If you can be arrested for wrongthink because your ID is linked to your Twitter, and if you shit talk
Yeah.
Keir Starmer or any of the others, you get arrested for wrongthink. Unironically, if you're in the UK and you have a UK account and you type Keir Starmer is a pedophile that worked with Epstein, which is a fact, you will get arrested for typing that out. Because it's hate speech. If you type,
If I can
all
get real with y'all for a
Muslims in
minute.
this country should be deported because they are trying to kill Christians, which is a fact. Their Sharia law demands that they kill anyone who isn't Muslim. It's the same thing with Judaism. If you are a Jew and your Talmud says that to kill everyone who is not Jewish, their Talmud literally says if you are not a Jew, you are a cattle. That is a quote in their book, by the way. It is the same thing. Their religion is violent. Both Islamism and Judaism are violent. Christianity is not. Funnily enough, of the many things I've seen, they're just like, oh, we hate gays, and that's it. That is the only like thing I've seen in the Bible or in any of the Testaments is, oh, the Christians just hate gays. That's it. That's all they do. They hate gays. That is way better than, oh, we hate anyone who isn't our religion. Kill them.
Yeah, it's basically like
But to
on
be
the next
real-
topic. On the next topic, hold on, Tealord. Is that it's the whole performative hate. Hate the Christians because they hate the gays, but ignore all other religions that would literally like snap a woman's head off because they aren't wearing a burqa.
Like, we need to, like, I'm not a
be real with
Christian.
you-
I've mentioned this before. I'm not a Christian. I'm an atheist. And I think all religions are bad. I know a lot of people will disagree with me when I say that, but I think all religion is bad. It is useful.
Before it gets lost in the sea, Tealord, what was your thought?
Yeah.
My thought is, like, going back to the whole internet ID thing for a minute, I don't even think the government needs us to have our IDs on the internet for them to track us. They already kind of know who we are, where we
obviously.
are, what
Well,
we're
yeah.
doing.
Well, just
Well,
by your
it's still
phone
an
alone.
extra-
It's for corporations. It's for information collection. Like, they already know what we're doing. Like we all know what happened with Edward Snowden. Like, you know, what feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah.
They know. They know. It's for data collection with corporations. Like, you have no privacy. If you're on the internet, you have no privacy. Even if you're outside the internet and you're in anywhere with civilization, you have no privacy.
You have no privacy no matter where you go. You're fucked. Somebody somewhere has your information.
Yep.
But the ID verification is literally just handing them the keys to your car and saying, "Here you go."
No, exactly.
Here you
it's
fucking go.
It's not even that. It's like it's giving a backdoor to other countries. That's the thing. Like, your country has this stuff, and maybe other countries have some level of that information too. But your country's always going to have the best way to track you, being, you know, it's you're a citizen of their country. But doing this shit is, like, I would argue, actually kind of undermining the security of our country as a whole. To do it, it's
a giant
giving,
security
like,
invasion.
any asshole with
Security.
a computer a few steps away from accessing your ID and a bunch of other shit. It gives China more power over what you can do. It gives any other country more access over
security
what you're
risk.
doing.
It's a massive
It's
national
just
security
security
It's a
risk.
national security risk. It's
Massive national security
That's
risk.
the thing we need to talk about. Like, our country knows what we're doing, and honestly, it's like, you know, either you love it or hate it. It's what's happening. Obviously, I don't love it, but it's what's happening. We can't control it. Edward Snowden talked about it, and now he's in fucking Russia because, you know, he
He
didn't
said the
actually
truth.
have the right to be a whistleblower. So I wonder if he's still alive. Actually, honestly, he probably
Pretty sure
is,
he
but it's,
is.
like, kind of
I'm
crazy.
pretty sure he's
He's
just
in
like the
fucking
Syrian
Russia.
dictator that was recently disposed of. He's probably just sitting in a room in Moscow in a fancy, like, apartment playing Steam games all day.
Or Fortnite.
It's that one.
Fortnite. It's time to get down all night. All night.
It's that one
Dude, I
fucking
heard-
smiling friends
heard he's
clip.
still tweeting
Mr. Boss, I
occasionally.
see you on Steam, you motherfucker.
That was,
Yo, Charlie,
like,
what
the
are you doing
funniest
at
thing.
home?
It's
I
like,
see
why
you
was
on
Charlie
Steam, you fucking
stupid?
bitch.
Why was Charlie stupid enough to have his boss following him on Steam?
I think Mr. Boss low-key carries out a game or something. Like, they're like, okay, we'll have you added, but only because you're able to carry us in what's that one game that Ian likes?
Mugenics?
Oh, not that one. It's the one with the
Warcraft?
world.
Hearts of Iron?
The other one.
Hearts of
It's
Iron.
Europa Universalis 4.
yeah.
Civilization 4.
We're now on Civilization 6, or is it 7 now? Are we on Civilization
7.
7? Oh my god.
Yeah, don't say the
Why?
numbers, Jason. Don't say the numbers.
And you said the numbers, by the way.
Do it.
All right, time out, Jason. Time out, Jason, for like 5 minutes. Everybody, let's take the floor, guys.
Shut up, Don.
You Me
Smiling friends.
and Joman. So
Back to what I was
Tealord is
saying about
Tealord.
back to what I was saying about religion, though. So, like,
And
I've
Noble.
mentioned this before. I'm an atheist. I don't like religion in general. I find a lot of it to be hateful and very exclusive and divisive. Is there some uses for it? Yes. It's a great coping mechanism. It is a great way of releasing stress. There are people who use it for that perfectly and responsibly. But it is just like drinking. It's just like playing video games. It's just like any hobby out there. People who are too into it drive themselves AWOL, and then they end up killing people or doing something in the name of God, and it just makes the world a worse place than it is a better one. Now, do I agree that these soup kitchens and stuff like that these churches have are nice? Yes, of course. I feel like anything that gives back to the community is nice. But I feel like using it as a linchpin to go like, oh, you must be this religion or I'm going to kill you, is just an example of why I hate religion in general. You are fine to practice your religion. I just hate these people who like, I hate these religions and these groups of people who go like, if you're not my religion, I'm killing you. And that is what happened with Islamism back in the medieval times. That's happening with Judaism right now with all the Zionists. That's just been a thing that's been happening forever.
Well,
And
also let's not forget France and England having a 100-year war because I don't know, people can't decide like if a pope can marry or not. I don't know.
well, I was also going to mention Alexander the Great. Do you know who Alexander the Great is?
The greatest conqueror ever.
Yes. Do you know what he did? That was very revolutionary and a very smart move of his. Hegemony. He used hegemony in his rule. As long as you paid your taxes to his kingdom, he did not care what religion you were. And he had Zoroastrians, he had early whatchamacallits from India, early Hinduists. He had all these other like proto-religions from back then, Judaism. He had all those proto-religions under his control. And do you know what he did? He didn't persecute any of them. He didn't kill any of them because they were not his religion. He just said, pay your taxes and I don't care. And that's how it should work. That's how it should work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, some of these religions don't observe that.
Thing.
And again, we're going back to caliphates here, and we're going back to how Israel behaves here. But the caliphates of the 1200s and what have you in Spain, and it's why the Crusades did so well, was because their religion is basically kill all the Christians. And that is what happened in Spain. And Spain also kicked out the Jews back then too, because the Jews were basically like, oh, we're going to let these Muslims in. And then the Jews worked with the Muslims back then. And we're basically like, hey, if we help you Muslims take over Spain, just don't hurt us. And the Muslims were like, okay. So as a result of that, the Christians, when they took back Spain, they persecuted them because they quite literally backstabbed the people native to Spain. I feel like that's pretty fair. If you dick over the people native to the land, you deserve to be thrown out of the land. I feel like that just kind of makes sense. It's kind of like how the Latinos in America today are illegally immigrating into our country, pilfering our welfare system, and then we throw them out. It's the same thing. You come to a country and make it a worse place, you deserve to be thrown out. That's just how it is. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter when or where. If you make a place a net negative, you deserve to be treated as a net negative and get removed.
Exactly.
Mexico doesn't check who goes into their country. I only learned this recently. Apparently, you could just, if you're at California, you could just fucking walk down to Mexico, and they're not going to even check who's going down there. I think they made
about that in King of the Hill.
Really?
Yeah, like Peggy just casually goes to Mexico for a field trip, and he accidentally kidnaps a Mexican girl and puts her in the garage to eat a sandwich because she doesn't know what the fuck to do because Peggy thought it was just a school kid, and it turns out no, it's an actual Mexican kid.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it just shows how unrestricted Mexico is.
Which is funny because they just required ID, like digital ID shit in that country. I mean, it's no surprising given that the Prime Minister or President of Mexico's last name ends with bomb. Yeah, I know. I know. Literally, I was gonna mention that because I know you're in here, Don. But I wonder, Don. What's the early life of Miss Scheinbaum? What's the early life of Miss Scheinbaum? Don, chill out, please.
Can we mute him? He needs to get it out of his system.
But yeah,
Sorry,
Claudia
you
Scheinbaum.
mentioned my sleep.
Claudia Scheinbaum, early life and family. Claudia Scheinbaum Pardo was born on 27th of June, 1962 in Mexico City with a Mexican Jewish family. Early life, baby. Early life. And you wonder why that country has gone to shit. You wonder why they willingly let drugs into our country. You wonder why. You wonder why they're complacent with China and letting all this fent into our country. I wonder why. You wonder why.
Well, and it's like one of the I guess not consequences, more of the outcomes of us deporting, like, or increasing deportations is like we've actually seen like a 20-something% decrease in fentanyl-related deaths,
which is good. That's very good. We need to make it a 99% decrease.
There's been a real impact caused by this. Like the amount of people I saw were like, "Oh, the fentanyl problems caused by the pharmaceutical industry," which is true partially, but it's not the primary problem.
No, exactly.
We've already started like from a year ago, and we've already had it decreased by 20%. That's pretty significant.
Very.
For a year worth of progress, less than a year technically, to have that kind of yield, it shows there is a real problem. I would say either that or they've been really fucking spot on with their targeting. I'm not sure which that's supposed to mean. I guess we'd see next year. But either way, statistically significant by a long shot.
Oh, most certainly. And it needs to just keep going down because, again, we're basically, like, I can't imagine what LA is going to be in during the Olympics, which, by the way, the Olympics just concluded in Italy. But the Olympics in LA are going to be disastrous because... I mean, there are so many homeless in LA. You have that what is it called? Something Alley.
I mean,
it's
you gotta
three
remember,
blocks
Jason,
of homeless people.
When we let the fucking president of China, president quote unquote, of China show up in San Francisco, we cleaned up the city. We'll clean up the city, but it's not going to change anything. It just means for like probably a few weeks to a few months, it's going to look better, and then we're just going to let it. It's like,
and while we're at it, one more
a dysfunctional family like dresses up nice for church for like one day or something, or for a funeral for one day. We'll look functional long enough to look better, and then we'll just let everything fall apart again.
While we're at it, give more taxpayer money to Somalian inbreds and Gavin Newsom.
I hate that. I hate their governor. I hate California's governor. He's a fucking.
You don't have to live with the fucker. We do.
He is a piece of shit.
You don't say.
I don't know what I hate more about him. Everything that he's already done, or the fact that he's trying to cosplay as a moderate. Both of them like almost equally piss me off.
Yeah, because he's not a moderate. He's a money launderer. He's just as bad as Tim Walz. If not worse.
He is a bot man. He is a bot man. He has no real personality. Shit. He just does whatever he thinks he can to operate for the people that effectively own him.
Yep. Which I wonder what country those people are from that own him.
Oh yeah, at the very least, he is the slave to PG&E. He lets this power company control his policy. It doesn't matter what he believes in because he's willing to let PG&E continue to increase the rates for power. We had a solar subsidy. It's gone. People who use solar energy, they're trying to charge them more, even though they're literally generating free energy for PG&E.
There's a guy that lives off grid, and the state of California tried to enforce like a tap meter on his own rainwater. Like, how fucking stupid is that? It's his own rainwater. You know, the rain that comes from the sky in the land he lives in, that's his water. You don't get to tax that shit.
Gotta squeeze more blood from that stone, Jasek. More blood from that stone.
It's so fucking dumb.
You don't say.
Now, if you want an example of a fucked up state, California is a perfect example of that. That's why I don't want to go to Cali. I'm probably going to have to eventually go to Cali, but I don't want to pay $600 to fly there, and I don't want to pay 12% sales tax to do stuff
What the
there.
fuck do you want from Cali?
Exactly. Well, the Olympics. I might go for the Olympics, and I might go for a convention or two.
All right, let us know if you ever show up. As the
I'll probably be
the
going to the
resident
LA
local.
area.
there.
If I go to California, it'll probably be like Torrance, LA area, which I know is closer to Don than
You're gonna
to
go
you.
to the worst part of California.
I know.
I can't believe it.
I
man.
know.
You could look
And
if you
this is
wanted to
why
see an
guns
area of the Central
exist.
Valley that's bearable. Go into the mountains. Go into the Central Valley. It's basically like any other part of America. You go to the city, you're gonna hate it. I'm biased. I think LA is way fucking worse than SF because the plastic people are in LA.
The plastic people,
The plastic people.
like surgery.
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone
okay.
there. Everyone there is because everyone there wants.
Well, I
to be
wouldn't
an
go
actor.
there to hook up with
So
people. I'm
everyone
not going to
there
go there to
is-
do
everyone
that.
there
The
has
fuck?
work done to them. There's a whole culture in LA just because it's next to Hollywood.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Sometimes
there
we
is
hear
a
some
giant
story
hookup
about some, like,
culture there and a
random
giant
screw.
plastic culture
Oh, that
there.
too,
Yeah.
of course. Because why not? Because everyone's really
Well,
superficial there, of course.
I hate to be that
There's a
guy,
reason why
but
we all hate
is there more
Hollywood
that
so much.
is there more that we want to talk about on the list?
Do
I
we want
think
to
we
talk about
combed through
Hollywood?
quite a good chunk of it, if not all of it.
Well, let's do this. Save for last bits. Best and worst of the SavageCast community, and maybe ranking all the years of
The
SJ20.
worst is Max. Final answer. No further questions. There.
Agreed.
Oh, I would say either Max because he was literally given like 2 chances and he's fucked up both. But also, let's not forget about people like the Copeland back in the 2020 era.
Copeland was
This
pretty
is
fucking bad.
true, but I don't think anything will top Max.
Yeah,
Obviously, guys, Joman was the worst. Mid hated it. He was rude to me. If
anything, I think that Joman over here is the best because he actually
Listen,
has one thing.
Jason,
He
Jason,
has
I'm still
character
waiting for the
development.
party animals run back, you fucker.
You're never gonna let some shit go, huh?
But jokes aside, I think that Joman is
I was
probably the best
promised
of
it
that
3,000 years ago.
Joman has been one of the most improved. Like he used to be like C tier, now he's like a good A tier.
S tier, honestly.
A tier. A
Name
tier.
your top,
Listen here,
name
you
your
little
top
shit.
10 comedians.
He's
I
S tier.
wouldn't
He
say
makes
he's
great
the
quotes.
best though, and I don't want to shit on your parade, but there's a lot of like top tier people in the community. I would say Fawn is one
Okay,
of
we have
them.
Fawn.
I rank Fawn as
No.
top tier.
Yeah,
You know
Fawn is
what?
top tier. I
My-
would say Dawn in some ways is questionable, but in some ways is top tier. Like, albeit his takes on his podcast have been quite scary and quite disagreeable. But
You are more than welcome to argue with me on this one, but I think the top is Charlie.
Charlie,
Charlie?
like the dude with explosions, Charlie.
Yes, that motherfucker.
Oh,
Love that
family
guy.
food. Oh, dude, I love that guy. That guy is peak.
Am I missing something? Who's this?
Yeah, dude.
Charlie was a big Mario Kart player back when we actually played the game.
Yeah, and family
Always the guy to
food,
beat.
beef gobs. Dude, I love that guy. He was
Oh, man,
amazing. What a Chad.
Was he better than you at Mario Kart, J6?
No,
he was
he
the
wasn't.
guy to beat.
He was the guy to beat, though.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
a
see,
fun
I'm
dude.
I'm saying
I
that
love him.
Granted here are like easy A tiers in my
Grant
opinion.
is a solid A tier. Tealord is a solid A tier.
I feel like in the world of gaming, I exist in that like hellish area between being way too good to like play with normal people at video
I'm in the
games,
Schrodinger's
but
tier.
nowhere
You
near
don't
good
know.
enough to compete against real gamers.
I'm in the
Yeah, I'm
Schrodinger's
similar.
tier. Like you don't know whether I'm going to be like a masterful cook or if I'm just going to be like how I am now and just say we
A
need to build
masterful
ethnic
hater.
Shut up. As I was saying, I'm in like the Schrodinger's here. You don't know whether if I'm going to be a cook or if I'm going to be a Mr. Genocide.
Don, you're like maybe A- or maybe A. Like if we
Yes.
average it out, you're like A-.
He's a man who actively nerfs himself.
Yeah, he actively nerfs
True.
himself.
Patch notes just dropped.
Well, I had to nerf myself because I kept winning. Don kept winning Expedition 33 awards at the Bosch J, and so Don decided to nerf himself and decided to like tone it down a little bit in favor of being more genocidal.
Wow.
It's a balancing
Don-
rework in question, but feel free to give your feedback.
Dev got his S
Don
tier.
won
No,
one
he's
game
not.
of Quiplash and he made it his personality.
Yeah, basically, Don is
Wait, what-
made
what do you say?
Quiplash's personality.
What do you say?
The fuck you say about me, you little
You
shit?
won
Oh.
one game of Quiplash and you made it your personality.
That's factual.
And then I beat him that one time, and he never got over it.
That's factual. What the fuck is that laugh
He got
on?
so mad when I beat him. Mods, kill him.
Mods.
Yeah, and then
remove
when I
his
won the
balls.
game, against you, I decided to like throw it back at you and say and repeat your quote. Now the student becomes a master as I just beat you ass.
Wow.
Uh,
Get
we
new
do a
material.
little
That
bit of
was
shit
my
talking.
joke. You can't just steal my joke and act like it's yours now.
Hey, now you're my subsidiary. I own you. It's
You don't.
technically my joke. Has always been my joke. And Dawn is right about everything because Dawn is Dawn.
You don't own me. I play both sides, so I always end up on top. That's why I'm working with Jacek on his slander too.
Why play both sides when you could just be Dawn and win?
Tealord, Tealord, this is not the time to be talking about topping Jacek. Jesus Christ.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh
sake.
gosh. Well,
Hey, that's
Jacek would
pretty
be a
good, bro.
bottom for Hong Mailing.
and then this is how Dawn got banned from the server forever.
Oh, he's doing the
I
middle
noticed
finger.
that Jacek has become very quiet all of a sudden.
I wonder why. What could be going on in his head?
I'm gonna fuck the communism out of Hong Mailing. I'm gonna fuck the lack of personal space out of Hong Mailing. I'm gonna fuck the rice out of Hong Mailing.
Don,
A
are
what?
you gonna buy a Hong Mailing Fumo?
From Bad Dragon, yeah, I'm sure.
They don't exist
That
there. They
depends.
exist on Ami Ami.
That depends if you consider life size and has.
Guys,
as
should I
well
buy
as,
Dawn a Hong Mailing body pillow?
If you want to play
it comes with
$600,
flashlight.
exactly.
Should I buy him a Hong
I'd
Mailing
use-
body pillow?
I'd
Get
use
him a
it.
Hong
Hong mailing
sex
flashlight. Final answer.
I'd use it.
Can we get him one of those robots that's designed to replace women?
Oh my
Get
god,
one of those
a
kissing
clanker.
robots that's in development.
I don't care what big titty Tuhu girl the IRS sends me. I'm not funding communism based.
Dev, you would sell yourself out for a feet pic. Let's be real.
Yeah, real talk. You would sell yourself out for pics of my feet. Let's be real here.
Motherfucker
Why don't-
probably has gold tier in Feet Finder.
By the way, I'm not usually this unhinged. It's just that this is the Lobotomy cast for a reason, guys.
Don,
But I'm also
fair.
like
We're
Don,
gonna
we've
give
all,
you a fucking
Don,
lobotomy.
we've all spoke with you like outside of stream. You don't lie.
This
No,
is
no,
I
normal
know
for
the
you, buddy.
truth.
I'm not like this, but I'm also like this.
Loud
Schrodinger's Dawn.
Schrodinger's Dawn.
Really? Why are
that's
you
pretty
like
gay,
this?
bro.
Spit Dawn shit 33.
You can't keep getting away with this.
Oh, were we going to talk about Expedition 33 at some point, or are we just going to?
Basically, the whole idea is that just people like we're all like, oh, we love Expedition 33, but when it actually wins awards and somebody was using AI placeholders, we got to hate on it, even though that we were praising it for being a $50 game and being anti-Nintendo. Now we love Nintendo, and then we continue eating our goy slap.
This is something I feel like it's worth talking about. It's like I feel like there's an element of dead internet theory. I feel like I'm not sure how many people who do that shit are actually human. Like there's like this feeling I just get now constantly.
Well, Tealord,
when you see
Tealord, this is the same world that had idiots in masks in their car and doing it for 2 years after the fucking fodemic. I'm pretty sure,
not just that, but
these are droids.
do I
Some
need to
people wanna
remind
go
you
back to
about like
that.
half of the Twitter bots were discovered to be from Bangladesh, India, and Pakistan?
Yeah.
And
And
half
Jessica,
of
I
those
hate to
bots
be
were
mean,
like sex bots or bots promoting like Square Enix or other companies. It was basically just review botting. That's what they were doing.
I didn't hate to be mean to you, but
My
like
favorite one
it's
has to be
almost like I'm your father.
What?
You know, your father, Mr. Trump needs to get shot. Trump needs to get shot, even though that would plunge the world into chaos.
Oh, you're talking about my father. Okay, yeah.
my favorite thing has to be that one dude from that guy that like went to India for like that poop festival.
Yeah, Tyler Oliveira. I love watching his content.
Yeah, that dude. My favorite thing has to be that like when he was fighting with some random Indian on Twitter, and he was like, "I get tons of women," and he like posts his like history, and it's like a bunch of like sex bots chatting with his account.
My god.
Oh my god, that whole
think
drama was
my-
like so hilarious.
My favorite Twitter post of all time has to be that one that goes, "Where are all the bitches at? Cocky want boing boing."
Oh, for fuck's sake!
What?
That one.
She's like, you know
Like that
exactly
bald
what I'm
dude.
talking about.
What did I
Bald
just
guy
hear?
at the
dude?
beach.
I think my favorite Twitter tweets is probably like RFK saying, "Do not take health advice from this man." It's like the picture of JD Vance.
Fucking Dean Norris typing sex gifs.
Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, I've seen that.
The CEO of
Hank,
sex.
you're not in the gifs. Hank.
But also, like, how about we wrap things up, guys? Because I think we've got through all our topics.
Yeah.
Jacek, Joman, Tealord, and Don. Yes, Don. Don. You're retarded, I know, but Don, lock in. Do you want to rank? Let's rank all the years of SJ20 from 2019 to 2025.
I can only participate in the ones I've actually been in.
I would say 2020 was easily the worst year. Easily.
Mm-hmm.
That was just a shit year for everyone, I think.
Yeah, it
I
was
think
definitely like
2024 was
the most
also-
depressed year I was ever in.
I think 2024 was low-key crap, but if it wasn't for Don carrying it, unironically, because Don was making all the slanders. Like Slander 16. Let's not forget how good
2024 was
Slanders...
okay. It wasn't great. I would say 2020 and 2021 were at the very bottom. 2019 was like a C or B tier. 22 was like a C tier.
23 was mid.
23 was like a C tier.
Yeah.
I feel like 25 was like maybe an A, and 24 was like also maybe a B tier.
2025, we actually did
for
the
2024.
Bosch
Adding the election stream, it makes it really great, I'd say.
Yeah, the 24 had a lot of good shit.
Yeah,
24
we
and
also
25
had
are
a
both
little
really
bit. We
solid
also had a
years.
little bit of drama with 2024. Like we had people leaving like left and right a little bit. It
No,
was like
it was
on
no, it
par-
was nowhere near as bad as 2020, dude. 2020 really fucked me up.
It wasn't as bad as 2023, but it was a little bit like too much to handle.
Here's a fun little fact. 2020 was my debut year, and that's weird to think about.
It is weird to think about.
Damn, you're old. You're like a dinosaur.
No, I joined when I was 13. That's the fucking crazy part.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of
You're
that,
old.
Root requires you to be 16 or older to be on Root. But I should also mention I'm probably gonna raise the age requirement on Discord and or Root or whatever platform I end up moving to 18 by the end of the year, because I'm just gonna shift this community to adult only. I don't want to bother with kids anymore. I'm done dealing with teenagers. I really am.
You don't say.
I'm
We
just
all grown into this community.
yeah, we've
now,
all
so
grown
you
into
can't-
this community. I don't wanna deal with allegations, and I don't want to deal with kids anymore.
We've grown into this community. Time to gatekeep it.
The only
That's
only
just it.
teenagers I want to hang out with are the ones in my family. That's it.
Well,
I
and
don't
here's the
want to
thing
bother
too,
with
is
any
like,
of them online
6
anymore.
years ago, the concern wasn't you're hanging out with teenagers. That was just the normal thing. Now it's you even so much as say hi to one of them, suddenly you're a fucking threat to the country.
Yeah.
So it's just it's an issue.
Yeah, it's more so just for my safety at this point. Plus,
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure you can understand this, Joman, as you did have that immaturity at one point, and so did
Oh,
Fer
yeah.
and a couple others. It's annoying to deal with them. It's incredibly annoying. Like 99% of the time, they are jagoffs who act like they're hot shit and think they're immune to everything. And they're not. And I had to deal with that, so I'm kind of like, I had to deal with that for a few years. I'm done dealing with that now. Everyone here is an adult. Everyone acts like an adult. Everyone behaves as an adult. Everyone here is an adult. I don't want to deal with any more teenagers. I'm done with them.
You got the generation. You don't want to start another one.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with
Exactly.
Gen Alpha. I don't want to deal with Gen Alpha. I'm not Mr. Beast. I'm not.
Gen Alpha brain rot.
I don't
Funny
have.
number.
I don't have 20 million subscribers and need to expand it by getting more kids watching my channel. I don't need that shit. I like my
Collecting
demographics the way
minors
they
like
are.
Pokemon cards.
My demographics.
Ah.
My demographics, there's like 1% of the population is under 18 right now. And I think that 1% is like 1 or 2 people
It's
that I
for
won't
it.
name.
It's for it.
Yeah, that's one of them. Okay,
Yeah,
fuck you.
Is
But
Joel,
then the
isn't
99%,
Joel-
like of that
Joel just
99%,
became an adult.
yeah, Joel just became an adult. Like of that 99%, about I would say maybe 40 to 50% of it is under 25, between 18 and 25. And then about a quarter of it is between 25 and 35, and then the rest of it, or actually no, it's probably 25 to 40. And then no, sorry. 25 to 30 is like a quarter, and then another quarter of it is above 30. There is not many people beyond 50 in my community, which is cool, but I'm also glad to have people in their 40s in my community because they're very cool people to talk to. But there's also a lot of, mid 20s, like early 30s in my group too. And I like talking to those people because they're more seasoned than I am, and they're fun to talk to as a result of that because they have more experience than I do. I like talking to people older than me. I don't like talking to people younger than me. And the only reason I talk to people younger than me is because my job requires me to talk to people younger than me. If I didn't have that job, I wouldn't be talking to people younger than me. Because I hate talking to people younger than me because they're brain rotted to hell and back.
We all hate cogless minors in this community.
No,
Well,
I do. Like the only reason I talk to elementary schoolers is because I'm an elementary school teacher. I don't like talking to them. They kind of annoy me.
Yeah, you don't say. I have one more idea, guys. Okay, Tealord, I know you can't really do this because you don't have a camera, but Joman and Jasek, do you want to, like, when we're about to end the SavageCast, you want to do like the Jew meme all together in sync?
My God.
I think I have a better idea. You know what I have to do. I'm gonna fucking do it.
My fellow Americans.
My
I'm
fellow
confused. Oh, Jew.
Oh my God.
Oh no. He's gone to the dark side.
He has gone to the
He's
dark
now-
side. It's lobotomy edition. Joman
Evil
lobotomy
Joman.
edition.
It's evil Joman.
Don, we need a Joman lobotomy.
Okay, Joman, pose kindly in front of the camera, please.
Can you make it so you look like the Prowler meme?
Okay, give me a second.
Joman lobotomy.
Okay, I got myself a good screenshot.
Joman lobotomy.
Joman botomy. Hold on, I'm going to get myself a second screenshot. Just keep doing that face here.
If I ever do show my face, I should just get like a Lane Stanley mask and just wear that.
Who's that again?
Lead singer, the dead lead singer of Alice in Chains.
Okay, I knew I recognized that name.
Lane Stanley, rest in
peace. Wait, guys, hold on. I'm gonna do the Jude. Tealord does the Joman just bees lobotomy, and Jason, what's going to be your thing? Oh, I hate you guys. You are some human garbage.
I fucking hate
I
you
fucking
guys. You
hate
guys are so human
Pokemon
garbage.
fans.
I fucking hate you guys. You guys are so human garbage.
Fucking hate Dawn.
I fucking hate Dawn. Fucking stupid subhuman garbage.
Your Majesty, Dawn and his minions have seized the islands of SavageCast 20. It is written, only Jason can.
All right. Are we done being autistic?
No. Yeah, we've decided we're never going to be autistic ever again in our lives. This is the last time. I hope
You
you guys
turned
all
your brightness all the way up. You're a ghost now.
I-
You just flashbanged me. Thanks a lot,
From
asshole.
now on, being autistic is illegal in this community, and it'll be punished by death.
But yeah, no, I think that was a good time. Thank you all for joining me with this. I had a great time. This is a very good lobotomy session. Wait, what did Alex say? Wait until he was an adult to send the cursed Koishi meme. Yeah, no, I waited for Joel to be an adult before I sent him a cursed Koishi meme. Yes, that is, I guess, kind of a joke now. Even though, like, I sent it to him, like, 3 months after he turned 18. Like, the fuck you mean, Alex?
It's like
I'm not gonna I sent him that because I have another guy who's a huge Tuhu fan, and I met him at a convention, and he sends me a bunch of those kinds of memes, and I send him a bunch of Tuhu memes as well. So like, if I see one that has Koishi on it, I'm going to send it to Joel just to fuck with him. And
Well,
Alex clearly thought it was funny. Alex thought it was funny, and so did Vic. So clearly, it was a funny meme.
I just think it's funny to be like, I waited till they're 18. Oh my god, what did you wait for? To send them cursed memes.
Oh wait, that reminds me. That reminds me of a animation I saw where it was like the Joker, like, I'm watching her, I'm
Yes.
stalking her. She's 17 years and 364 days old. Oh, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird, Joker. I'm waiting until she turns 18 before I send her nudes.
I was gonna reference that, but I didn't know if you'd seen it, Jason. Holy hell.
It's like, Joker, that's not really illegal. That's like allowed. But it's
Spawn
barely
camping.
illegal. It's like what the
fucking
fuck?
spawn camping is what it is.
legally, it's questionable. Morally, it's gray. But personally, I like it.
Personally, I hate.
Well, I need to watch that video again. That was like such a funny, stupid ass video. It was like Batman was just like summoned a Joker, and it's like, Joker, what are you doing? I'm waiting until she turns 18, Batman.
We need that. We need an edit of that, but it's just you, and it's I'm waiting to send him cursed Koishi memes. Oh, that's
Here's
That's
the
not
thing:
illegal.
the meme was actually really tame. Like, it was actually really tame. It didn't have anything like explicit, like actually showing on the photo. It was just, you know, a Fumo with USB cables tied up around her, and it had like questionable artwork on the wallpaper of the laptop. That's all it was.
Dude, this SavageCast is so fucking funny. It makes me want to merge without looking.
Are you driving right now, Joe?
Is he driving a Hummer?
Okay, I had to make that
Bring
like
your mama
an actual.
Hummer.
I had to make that like a fucking like Porsche edit. Dude, the Savage Guy's so funny. I can merge without looking. And
Don,
we have, like,
go
Jason-
ahead and clip this and
SavageCast
make
is
that a
so
thing.
fucking funny.
and we have like either you, Jason, or Fletch like scream like.
Yeah,
No,
Rumsfeld.
Oh, Jason does the but like it's done like in a high pitched girly tone because you're good at doing that, Jason.
Ah!
Don, you're the video guy. You do all the work here.
Hey, I need the assets. I need the assets.
Great asset to the
Speaking-
company. Asset. Great asset to the company.
Speaking of ass, I'm going to fuck Hog Mailing.
Go buy a hog mailing body pillow then. You know what was sad? You know what was sad? I was on eBay a couple months ago. I was looking at Decafumos. Like, you know, because they cost like $1,000, and I was window shopping. Of course, you know, I was looking up like Decafumos, and then I see Dakimakura of one of them, and I'm just like, no, why? And it was like fucked up Dakimakura, like, you know, like blindfold, hands tied up above head, And I'm just like, no, don't do that to my favorite characters from Toho Project. I was very sad when I saw that.
But I'm off topic here for a second. I can't wait until Jacek and me like finish our slander.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
It's going to be absolute Donima.
Absolute what?
Donima.
Dog shit.
Donima? Oh my god.
Because Don is Don and he wins everything, and Don is the Jew and he controls everything, and Don is right about everything because he's Don.
Don, please
the
go
biggest
merge
piece of
into
dog
a
shit.
semi-trailer.
Without
I
looking.
did not hear you.
Without
Again, I did not
looking.
hear you. I did not hear you.
He said, please
You need
merge
to go
into a
fucking
semi-trailer,
merge
and
into
then
a
I added on
semi-truck.
without looking.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that like tomorrow, okay? When I feel like it.
Oh my god.
I don't have tomorrow. I work in the morning.
I'll put it on pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view.
What are you, an OnlyFans model?
Shush.
What are you? What are you?
I'm
Floyd
Jewish.
Mayweather?
I'm Jewish.
Better than any Logan Paul boxing match.
Damn.
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 I don't know. That last one was pretty good because he got his fucking jaw broken.
You just see the referee counting dollar bills in the corner.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's me,
Damn.
alright.
That sounds about right.
I was like, that's just like me. It's just like me for real.
Don,
Oh,
how many dead bodies
Jason-
have you found in a forest?
about
shit, is that
11:57.
How many Game Boys have you
guys,
smashed on
guys.
camera?
How many
Guys,
how
I
many
gotta show
DS
you-
games has he eaten?
Guys, remember this? Remember this? Remember this
Oh, it's
fucker?
Jubot.
fuck
Yeah,
is
it's
that?
Jubot.
Yeah, well, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Multiply.
No.
You have 2 Jubots now?
2 Jubots. 2 Jubots. It's a toxic yaoi now. It's just like you and me, Jacek.
I think you mean it's me and
what?
Tealord now, according to Kat.
God, no, we're not. No, we're not allowing that. That's not real. That is fake news.
You are
Hey,
fake.
Hey guys, hold on. Bear with me
Also,
for a second.
Joman, you're not going to
Huge
believe me
Ju-
when I say this, but I also have that mushroom that lights
Yeah.
up.
Hey
I
guys,
got it at
guys, listen to me for a second,
Mushroom
please.
label.
It's worth it. It's worth it. 2 Jews get kicked out of prison for arguing too much in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan?
Over which Smeckle. No, remember that meme? It's like the 2 Jews like in Afghanistan or in prison, and they kept arguing about something, so they just kicked them out of prison.
What?
2
that a
Jews get
real
convicted
thing?
in court. Their bond is $20. They're not paying that shit.
Yeah, but I have
Can't wait for
12
them to
fights
be
of power
finding
now.
it.
I have 2. This one contains the soul of Joman, and this one contains the soul of Tealord, and I can pick them anytime. Here are my
Which I
subsidiaries.
honestly, I have no soul. I sold it
John,
to
you don't
Mega
own my
Corp.
soul. My soul is already owned.
That
by
was a
someone.
fake soul.
Wait, did you sell it to Damage Incorporated?
I don't know. I might have to get arrested for assault and battery.
No. Joman, you didn't get the joke.
No, I did.
Hey guys, it's a political spectrum. They're both Jews.
Oh my god, Don, you need to shut the fuck up.
Alright. Fuck out of here.
Don,
By the way,
you
don't I
are my
already own-
13th
Don't
reason
I already
why.
own the souls of like half the server after I did that survey and everyone like said Tealord is cookie?
Tealord is Cookie.
His
And
They
Don is
accepted the
gay.
cookies, and therefore I own their soul. That's per the terms and conditions I clearly stated in that
Well,
survey.
then eat another
That is
cookie.
binding,
Eat
by the
another
way. Your soul is mine.
Also, let me quickly show something that I'm going to be gifting to a friend. So I got a new 3D printer. I made a license plate for a friend.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Umbrella Corporation. She's a huge Resident Evil fan, so she's getting that when I see her again.
Is it cat?
No, it's not Kat. Let me make sure she's not in chat. She's not in chat. Yeah, Mimi's getting it.
Eco. I literally said
no.
Eco, you said Mimi.
Yeah, Mimi's getting it. But yeah, thank you, Joman, Don, and Tealord. I would say, you guys are welcome to post your, your Twitch links in the chat. You're welcome to do that if you guys stream. I know Don and Joman don't stream. I know Tealord does, but thank you guys
Okay,
for
I can post another link.
I might as
you
well
guys
just
for
share
being here.
Fawn's stream link, 'cause I only stream with
Feecalfunny.com.
him.
Oh my god. Flintstones?
I don't stream, but go
Oh.
to fecalfunny.com.
Flintstones?
No, the link is dead. Are you
Just-
kidding me?
Wait, Fecalfunny no
Oh,
longer
just
works?
Dead.
Here, I'll post my Discord link. I'll post
I
my
feel like
Discord
Don
link.
would just post a link to liveleak.com or something.
He totally
Oh,
would.
I totally would, but here's my Discord if you want to join
Tealord,
for
I'm surprised
Lobotomy.
you haven't sent an Alice in Chains link.
Guys, where's my
Ah,
Alice in Chains
gotta-
fan art from
gotta
Toho
know,
Project, where
I
it's Alice
reserve that.
Margatroyd in chains, but it's also an Alice in Chains album parody? Where is that?
You gotta know the craft is knowing when to do it when he least expects it. Like that time I accidentally rickrolled him and I didn't even mean to. That one was a good
Mr.
one.
Blue Shell 2.0, but it's Alice in Chains this time.
No. What we need Alice Margatroyd in chains, but it's the entire Grind album in the Tuhu sound font.
Oh no.
Specifically the Alice in Chains album. You're saying?
Yeah, Grind. That's Grind. The dog.
Don't forget.
Well, I think that's called it's officially called Alice in Chains, but people like to call it the dog album.
Yeah, I've heard people like to call it Tripod.
Tripod. That's the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard
I don't
people
know.
call it Tripod because the dog is missing a leg and it's a tripod.
No.
I would specifically like to hear how Sludge Factory would play in the Tuhu sound font.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you have like a MIDI thing, you can just import the sound font and it'll just work. I just don't know how to do that.
John Cena MIDI?
Oh my god.
Penny
what about
Road.
Skrillex sound font, Joman?
Every reverb sounds like a bathtub fart.
Hey guys, wanna hear a joke? Wanna hear a joke? Guys, wanna hear a joke? Wanna hear a joke?
No.
Yeah.
Wanna know how you kill a Jew?
Oh
Glue a
God,
penny
Don,
to the
stop.
road.
All right, I'm
You have a
muting
joke
him.
that doesn't involve that?
All right, I'm muting him. There we go. He's mute now. I muted him on my end.
Animated Christmas tree for desktop.
All right, so I'm gonna head out, guys. It's been a pleasure. I could move over to Lethal Company tonight if anybody's available for that.
I'm gonna eat
I'm
dinner.
down for that. I need
Tealord,
to get
are you
food.
available?
I need to run errands. Yeah, give me like an hour and a half or something, but yeah, I could join.
All
I need
right.
to do it.
Because I know for a fact I'm not going to school. I'm not going to school tomorrow. I'm not working tomorrow because
Is there a
We're-
Schubert Cup?
on the east coast of Maryland is a blizzard warning. My brother's actually under a blizzard warning right now, which is ironic because he lives on the coast. He's getting 16 inches of snow tonight. I'm getting 8,
How does it
if
feel?
that.
How does it feel? How does it feel?
I'm only going to get 8
How does it
inches. Actually,
feel,
probably
Ryan?
closer to
How
6
does it
inches of snow.
feel?
We got like 8 feet last week. I posted it in other pics, but I was pissed off that day.
That's crazy. I would love that
Yeah,
snow.
that
say
picture I
feet?
sent, that was 8 feet of snow in the parking lot.
Holy
Did you
shit.
say feet?
Don't mention
8
feet
inches,
to
sorry.
Alex.
8 inches.
Yeah, this is the great SavageCast.
Yeah, this is a really good SavageCast. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to head out. I may do Lethal Company later tonight. If I don't, then I don't. But thank you all. I greatly appreciate Don, Tealord, Joman. Thank you for being such great guests. Maybe sometime in the future, we'll be doing a different SavageCast with a different group of people. Again, if you are interested in doing the SavageCast, please let me know. I will put you.
I
I'll
have
give
an
you the
idea.
special role.
I have an idea.
With Fawn.
What?
What about Grant and Kira SavageCast after they get married and shit?
That'll still probably be a year or two out. I'm gonna be real with you. They have a lot of paperwork they have to go through.
Nice,
should be
Showman.
Fawn.
Urethra.
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 Cock and ball torture from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia.
All right. Well then, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. You all take care. I'll probably be switching over to a different game tonight if I do a game tonight. If I don't, then I don't. Stay savage, y'all. See you all soon.